Full time. Doing gang things, living super clean. That done came up, can't control us. One time for me and doing gang things. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control. Look, 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead for T, living super clean. 3 times my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't roll up. Look at you done came up now. Get it how you live, mess the game up now. Ain't messing with yoga, but get the flame up. Used to be Toby, but got your name back now. I see ya, pay under pressure. 25 lighters got them all on the dresser. If it ain't for your anger then, if you a lame or a sucker wanna dress you then. Grown up now, bump the childish ways. Got a wife and a bunch of kids to raise. Punch a clock side hustle or a business you in to ensure that all the bills is paid. So clap for your homeboy, could've turned out like your homeboy. Been on the side cooking up the same rock on the cell block lot with your homeboy. But no, you had vision, you had goal. Brand new you on the old time road. Take care of home where you bust your low. Black men don't teach, screaming bond the hoe. Real men talk, real king ways. Still in captivity but minds ain't slave. Got a little wisdom boy you PD grade. Giving out the knowledge on the stoop these days. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead for to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man look. 1 time for the men doing cane things. Dead friend to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 for the folk that done moved up. Even if you had the slow start screwed up. The gang bang, now homie brewed up. Had a little plan, I had them blew up. Look at you like a man right now. Dressed to the T, smelling like a girl right now. And you ain't got nothing from a handout now. Just hard work gets it planned out now, You could've took a bunch of dusty roads. The hand dealt with a bunch of cards to fold. To stay hot while the was freezing cold. The same plot, but the story is never old. Slow clap for your kinfolk. Could've been asking what your info. Prosecutor could be do you in for the 2020 twin, so you passing out the info. But no, you had purpose, you had plans. I ain't throwing nothing, I'ma say these bands won't impress y'all, don't need no fans. That ain't my God, who? Man, this real men talk, real king ways. Still in captivity, but minds ain't slave. Got a little wisdom while you peep these grades. Giving out the knowledge on the stoop these days. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead friends to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead friends to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. Yeah. Real man. Sheesh. Yeah. Doing gang things.
Mono.
Living super clean. Daddy came up.
1 time for my king doing king things. Mom these hoes cause he know he got a good thing. I submit and I cook and I clean and I never hold back on that wop, I'ma let it rain. Made me honest, gotta rain. All praises to the most high, let it sing. A real man able, sister never came. And I ain't going nowhere, this is not a game. Look at you, girl, you lonely right now. Settling for bums instead of men the most high. He provide and protect so he get our respect. And he leading us aboard when them chariots fly. I don't really think you hear me though. You can't cross this bridge on some billy goats. Let them save you in the end like a Seminole. Be as help me, shout it, let the silly go.
1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead friends to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead friends to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up.
Shalom and shalom, sisters and cousins, and praise the Lord, saints. It's your favorite housewife, Miss Mono. And of course, as you see, sitting beside me, this oh so sexy, oh so handsome, oh so wonderful head of house of Mono, the love of my life, ladies and gentlemen. Monolog McGad, everybody.
Check. Y'all can hear me? Come on.
Okay, I know we told y'all last week. Well, excuse me, he told y'all last week that he was going to hop on the show. Both of us were supposed to be doing the show, but things just got crazy this week. So here, the both of us are together for you. I hope y'all enjoy that. Yanika, Shalom, and Shalom, sis. Thank y'all for joining me. I know it's a Friday. Y'all used to see me on Thursday. King Connect, Shalom, and Shalom.
JoJo, I don't know why she heard.
For some reason, like the Facebook comments don't always show up. When I go back later, I always see Facebook comments later.
JoJo, what leg can folks
JoJo, Shalom, and Shalom. That is my good sis right there. Me and her got to hang out at F3. She did a lot of volunteering. Listen.
No,
I appreciate that, sis. For real.
King Connect, what it is, King Vote. Hey, we found out at F3 that King Connect live in Douglasville.
I heard you talking about that yesterday with a buyer. I didn't know that. Douglasville, stand up. We about to take over.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, why not? A lot of black people in Douglasville. A lot of good black people. Okay, upwardly mobile black people. Let's say that. Nicole, Shalom, and Shalom from NP Ministries. How you doing, sis?
What it is? What's so? I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that because the song that go with the right song.
Go ahead.
Shalom, sis.
So thank y'all for joining me this evening. I know it's a new night, but if you know, you know. If you did not check out hubby's interview on Inside the Nation, and what else was you on this week? Didn't you do another show this week?
Well, I was with Chief, but he ain't dropped that yet.
So. Okay. So there's the Sakari interview coming out. Be on the lookout for that. And the Inside the Nation interview happened yesterday. It was phenomenal. Y'all be sure to go check that out. Inside the Nation, right there on YouTube. Be sure to go check that out. And also, Angelina, hey sis. And also, we cannot forget that today is the day. Let the OG Talk is available on all your streaming platforms. It's available on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, anywhere that you stream music. Go ahead and download it, purchase it, leave the rating, tap those 5 stars, leave a wonderful comment so we can get the truth out, the message out. That is how we get it out, by supporting our brothers and sisters who are out there doing the work.
Yeah.
Shalom, Yamaya. Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all go ahead and check that out. I'm gonna get the album cover, the album artwork to be up in the corner one day. He gonna do it for me. And so you guys can see it. But yes, Let the OG Talk is available right now on all your streaming platforms. Like, share, subscribe. If you're new here to the House of Mono and maybe you haven't seen the two of us together, you can go back to the old podcast episodes. This whole thing started with him and I together. Well, it started with me. Then he came in, and then...
No, I think it started us together. Then we had Will, too.
I started by myself on, TikTok and stuff, and then we made it a thing. So then it was me and you. Then we had Will when we was doing Sunday Night Shenanigans, and then it was just me. So now it's just me, but...
What did Light Hebrew Magazine?
When he can, he steps in the Light Hebrew Magazine. What's up? That is my sis over there. Shalom and Shalom. So if it's your first time seeing us together, this is my wonderful husband. We've been happily married for 9 years now. We have 9 children. Wait, hold on. What was that?
No, I thought we just made 8 years.
You don't remember?
No, you're right. 9 years.
2014. This is 9 years.
23.
There are 9 children altogether in the House of Mono. They range from the age of 21 to 5.
22.
22, see?
To 5.
22 to 5, okay? So when you hear us talking about kids, it's a lot of them, okay? And they're in different age groups, so you will hear a lot about that. It's giving Sunday Night Shenanigans. I miss Sunday Night Shenanigans. I'm not gonna lie. I miss the crack up. But praise the Lord, my husband's just been working so much. He does not have the time to sit down and do some of these fun things with me. That is why we trying to grow this and get the podcasting aspect of our ministry to blow up. We start making an income, and this man can take some time off. That is my prayer, like to do something with this, to start bringing some money in, so my man can take some time off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, share, subscribe if you're on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you are.
But more importantly, to spread the truth to our people.
Absolutely. That is the most important thing.
Foremost.
Yes, first and foremost.
Yeah. Switch to camera one. I like camera one.
I do not like camera one. Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
What's these spots on the shirt?
I don't know.
Go back to camera two.
So, go back to camera two? Okay, now he want to go back to camera two. So, I know last week when we talked, we had talked about continuing our conversation from last week. So, I do want to kind of have a part of that conversation.
What conversation?
So last week we talked about how Black women have a hand in our own destruction. So the part I wanted to talk about mainly today was this whole Keke Palmer situation that's going on.
Sheesh.
If I could get you to weigh in on that, and then we could just flow from there if that's okay with you.
Let's talk about Keke.
Okay. Yamaya said we can't see the spots. Thank you, Yamaya.
How did she know there were spots?
You said.
Dun dun dun.
You said, what's up with these spots on my shirt? You don't remember saying that?
Yes, don't give her no out.
We ain't see no spots. I'm with you, Yamaya. What spots? All right, so this whole Keke Palmer situation really, and for those of us who like to take the point of, oh, it's just a publicity stunt, and they're just doing it for press or whatever. The fact of the matter is, a lot of times as women, and a lot of the younger women that are watching are not always in a mental and emotionally healthy place. And that can sometimes look for role models in the wrong places, okay? And I don't know if, I don't mean to age myself here, but I remember Keke Palmer from Akilah and the Bee. And what was that football movie with Ice Cube she did? I mean...
We just know her from Akilah and the Bee. That's the spelling girl, the little spelling girl.
Yeah, but
So
she had other movies too.
Clap when jump rope when she. I ain't saying, but if it wasn't for Akilah and the Bee, we wouldn't even know you, Shawty. You know what I'm saying? Akilah and the Bee made her famous, man.
So
and it's a good movie. It
was a good movie.
Smart, intellectual. Whoop. Now she want to be out here on some thoughts.
Okay, so
y'all see my F3 cup. You know what I'm saying?
I got my F3 cup too.
Just so y'all know.
Don't play with it.
F3 cup, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, we know her from Akilah and the Bee. We know her from like these more innocent images of her, okay?
Hold on, I'm trying to hear what he talking about.
We know her from like these.
It is. It's like,
hold on, sound check, guys. Hold on. I hear it now.
I don't know where it's coming from. Y'all gonna have to deal with it on today.
Sorry, y'all. If you hear a buzz, sorry, guys. We trying to fix it, but
I don't know where it's coming from.
Okay, can you turn that down now? Sorry, y'all. If you hear a buzz. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So yeah, we know her from these more innocent portrayals or whatever. And now we see her grown up, and everybody saw when she got pregnant or whatever. I can't say everybody saw when she hooked up with old dude, because I don't remember a wedding or anything like that. We just skip the weddings and go to baby announcements. So anyway, they had a baby, and they made it a public thing. They're a family now. And then we see her dressed in a way that should not be, that a woman should not be outside the home. I know y'all not gonna like me for saying that, but I'm gonna say it. Dressed in a way that she should only be comfortable in the house with her man, fawning all over another man. I don't care that they are both celebrities. I don't care that she's an actress. None of that matters. She's out there fawning over another man.
I'd have dumped her and beat Usher up on the same day.
Why you gonna beat Usher up? What Usher do?
Nigga, you know it's my woman. Like, you can have her now though, but I still got to hit you one good time. I got to knock you out one time. Like, you know, if you was to just so happen to lose your damn mind, you're done for. No reconciliation, and I gotta knock him out just one time.
Just one time?
No, 100.
So, okay. So, after this, we saw the whole thing play out. And, I mean, I think as any man with any kind of sense would, he left. Like, it's over. There's nothing to be said anymore.
You're going to be on top of your comments, girl.
So, because I'm telling a story.
No, but
I'm sorry. It's
still put them on the screen. Still put them on the screen so people can goddamn tune in to the conversation. Forgive me, y'all. I'm still trying to teach this woman etiquette, podcast etiquette over here.
I do this every Thursday, sir. By myself, being here holding it down.
Who taught you, girl? Give me a kiss. Anyway.
Okay, so now here we are, and she's making a mockery of this whole situation in this Usher video, okay?
So, I don't know. There's a difference. Let's address this comment right here. You guys. So, Sister Delta says... But read the comment, please. Reader.
But you won't let us jump on nobody, but you gonna knock a nigga out.
See, I try to teach my team. I've definitely stressed to my team the importance of fruits of the spirit.
Yes, he does.
These ladies around me are always ready to jump on somebody, ready to cuss somebody out, and I just be like, yeah, man, just ignore it. They be wanting to address everything. They want to address everything.
It's not about
I just be like,
everything.
Hey, man, just let them live.
We don't want to address everything, but
y'all do. Y'all want to address everything.
As your wife, and I think I could speak for Sister Delta when I say this. We have your best interests at heart.
I know y'all do.
We see people who are trying to take advantage of that, and they repeatedly are disrespectful.
100. And guess what?
Then
and we just
as
move.
your wife, I feel like if shoe was on the other foot, you be ready to knock a nigga out too.
Listen, man. Hey, man. Unless hands is being put on me,
are they at you?
Or if you put your hands on my woman in any kind of manner. We go outside of that. We're ignoring all that fake smoke. That's just
always
that's fake smoke. See,
it's always his position.
There's a difference from smoke and fake smoke. You know what I'm saying? That's what smoke machine smoke. That's fake smoke.
Ain't no fire.
Ain't no fire.
That's
we're ignoring all that smoke machine smoke. So that don't even make the fire alarm go off.
You're right, boo.
That don't even make the fire alarm go off.
I'm learning and maturing, y'all.
Yeah, I only address real smoke. And real smoke deserve a knockout. Praise to the Most High.
There's never any real smoke.
As we...
right, he always stopping our fun, ain't it?
but back to this Keke Palmer thing.
So back to the Keke Palmer thing.
I want to talk about social media posts that I seen.
Okay, so the thing about the reason we're bringing it up again, is because look at it ain't that. We're saying it ain't that. If it smokes, it's just letting them know it's fire. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
We agree with you, sis, but the problem is it don't be smoke.
They don't have no smoke.
They jump at any incense smoke, smoke machine smoke,
Newport
frankincense is myrrh smoke, Newport smoke, Black and Mild smoke. See, these women around me, they ready to jump at all smoke. I only care about
smoke.
I only care about smoke that comes from a fire. If it don't come from a fire, shit.
Fog. Kiki they said fog.
Yeah, but listen, Keke Palmer, listen. So I want to talk about the Facebook thing.
So hold on.
Why you interrupting me?
Because I want to explain why we talking about it again. Because she did this video with Usher. Titled Boyfriend or whatever, and it's very disrespectful.
Oh, but and she on the cover of the single.
Okay. It's very disrespectful.
She on the cover of the single.
It's very disrespectful, especially when you consider the fact that this wasn't just your boyfriend, ma'am. You was shacking up with this man and had a whole baby with him. And I had made this comment.
Whole kid.
I made this comment before. In what way are they not married? They are married in everything but name. They live together. They have a kid together. They are married in everything
except
but
piece of
name.
paper.
Right. So why are you not obligated to carry yourself as a wife should if you are playing a
Because
wife?
there's no piece of paper. If it was a piece of paper, then, and this is the problem with most of our women. Like they said, hey man, you'll give up your body to a nigga. You'll goddamn move in or let him move in. Y'all playing house, but women, we don't take it serious until you get a piece of paper from America. And that's the problem. But that's real talk. What it really boils down to is that we are just colonized, man. It just is what it is.
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense. Like
Drew Mills, shalom, family.
Shalom and shalom, Drew Mills. But it doesn't make any sense because if this was the man out here acting up like that, the first thing y'all would be screaming is, "Oh, you had a family. That's your wife. Here you go making another black single mother." Y'all would have so much smoke for that man.
Real smoke.
Real smoke. Y'all be ready to cancel him. He wouldn't be able to be on social media or any place else. But she doing it, and y'all sitting up here laughing and joking and cheering on the destruction of the black family.
Give me your phone. That's a horrible angle for your IG.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, that's why I need Big Daddy here with me. He always getting me together. Thank you, boo. You basically broke up a family, and here we are laughing about it, making jokes and music videos about it like it's funny. I don't find a humor in this. I'm very disappointed. Lana, shalom and shalom, girl.
You got to get that teddy bear on your.
Yeah. We give our dogs licenses. The least we can do is put some paper behind our commitment. We grew up hearing that every Sunday in church, did we not? Bishop Young used to say that all the time. Even a dog got a license. He used to say that all the freaking time.
Who said that?
Lana. We give our dogs licenses.
We are not.
Hey.
We are not against. No, we are not. No, but this is like in contrary to what we're speaking of. We are not against giving the piece of paper.
Oh, I don't think.
No,
I didn't think about it like.
Just saying.
Oh, okay.
We are not against giving the piece of paper.
Absolutely.
Because you need it. First of all, we live here in America. If we didn't live in America, we abide by whatever laws for whatever country we live in. But we live here in America. My wife has the piece of paper. That's what make it
the whole certificate
legal for her. If something happened to me, she got all that legal stuff. But what we're saying is that
shouldn't determine your behavior.
That little piece of paper from America don't determine whether you're a wife or not, according to the Most High. Right. So not y'all, because y'all are all beautiful, goddamn Bible believer, God-fearing, not committing sin type folk. But these folks out here saying, I'll sleep with you. I'll have a baby with you. We can get a house together. But none of that matters because there's no piece of paper. So the order should go, if we just want to be technical, if we caught up on a piece of paper, it should go piece of paper, then sex, then baby. That's how it should go. Well,
absolutely.
House, a piece of paper, house, then sex, then baby.
A piece of paper.
House
finances,
and piece of paper, all that go together,
right?
But
you should have the finances before you get the paper.
They ain't saying, hey, no, these folks saying, shoot, but you can't even get the piece of paper because y'all saying bump the piece of paper because you saying, hey, what they say? Right, no, put her comment back on there. Read a comment.
I wasn't speaking contrary. I apologize if it came off like that. I just joined. I mean, like, if they gonna play house, the least they can do is
Right. No,
Yes,
Shalom says I
absolutely,
I didn't mean it like you was rebuttaling. I'm saying it was the statement I was making. So we get with your point, and I agree with you. They they do everything backwards.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what's her name? What she said?
Yemaya.
They doing everything backwards. They play house without the. Let's just take the paper away from it.
Okay.
Play house without the commitment. Well, when you lay with it, man, shout it, that's yours. When you lay with it, woman, that's yours, my boy.
I don't understand why that's not understood.
But even
When
with the even with the miscued understanding that we got, but you gonna have a baby with somebody who ain't yours?
Oh, let me read this. I shacked up 15 years. When we put it on paper, things change. I changed. The respect changed. I don't know why. It just did. Because, listen, I am not, I don't want to make it seem like I'm punching down on anyone who does not feel obligated to get a legal marriage license. You know, whatever your marriage looks like to you, that's fine. But for us here and just the way we believe, that paper makes a lot of difference.
So, well, I'm not gonna say that paper makes a lot of difference. I'm gonna say this. Yeah, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
That paper makes a lot of difference as far as getting things done, as far as the recognition that I am his wife. I can sit here and call myself his wife all day when we chit-chatting with our friends. But when it's time to go to the bank and get a loan, when it's time to make a decision about health care, when it's time for something to come up about our kids, I'm just his girlfriend if I don't have that piece of paper.
Yeah.
Nobody is legally obligated to recognize or observe your marriage.
I think, and this is what we got to realize. When you're in whatever captivity that you in, you got to operate in the system that they operate. Hey, you can't go to these folks and say, oh, listen, I slept with her. This is my wife. So if I die, just give it to her. No, bro, there's legal, because we're here. Now, let's say we was in another country and their legalities was different. It was, hey, just both of y'all sign this and say that y'all married. No, listen, it just is what it is. So yes, I'm gonna tell all men, protect your families, sir. You don't know how long you're gonna be here and get die tomorrow. Why would you got family who ain't even in the truth. You got this wife who knows you, who's in the truth, who knows your wishes. I mean, my wife, outside of anybody, my wife gets default. I don't care. My mama, my grandmama, my sister, my cousins, my aunties. None of them know me like my wife know me. Hey, my wife know my wishes. If something happened to me, my wife is in charge. But without that legal paperwork, guess what? You got a mama, a sister, auntie. All these people can claim stake to what they think you want it, what they want, and then of course
This can come and take your stuff.
Yeah.
If you don't have any legal paperwork of anyone who you're giving, the state will come and take the property. And sisters, you just gonna be left out with nothing. You don't even have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of because the state done took everything.
Yeah, well, we getting so far from the topic. Let's go back to what.
Okay, let's go back to.
So one of your something happened, but at the end of the day, so I saw. I
want to just say I'm just a BM, so I can do what I want to justify the promiscuous behavior. That too.
So, where's the Oh, so
but the thing is, as soon as he go to sleep with somebody else, though, all of a sudden you the wife. All of a sudden y'all so in love. It's double standards. You can't have it back both ways.
I saw a post today that said, did I take a screenshot and send it to you, or no? I just showed it to you. But basically, it said, y'all cheered.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah, what did it say? Like
Y'all cheered Keke Palmer into single motherhood.
y'all cheered Keke Palmer straight into single motherhood. Straight into single motherhood. Y'all got dang. I ain't saying y'all because, of course, once again, y'all are all righteous, holy,
Not us.
set apart.
Not us, them.
But no, they cheered Keke Palmer straight into singlehood. Cheered her. No, this Negro was good enough to spread her legs for, to have a baby with, get a crib with, live together, all of that good stuff, but not good enough to say, no other man can touch me. No other man get this kind of attention. No other man. No, she is literally idolizing the body that she gained from having the baby.
Yeah.
The thing that's supposed to be a
blessing
blessing for
Your
her and
husband.
her husband, like that, this baby. No, oh shoot, they gave me some boobs and booty. Let me go show it to the world. Let me go here. Everyone,
point it
please
in
look.
any direction that looked good to you. That's what the old folks used to say when we used to mature early back in the day. You just point it in any direction that looked good to you. And I don't, I have been kind of holding my tongue about saying this, but I don't know if you saw the interview she did with Raven Simone and her wife or whatever. But
Raven
now,
Simone got a wife?
yeah, a white wife.
Oh Lord, no man, I don't follow none of these.
Oh yeah,
Raglet.
So, but now she doesn't even like men. Now she's
Who don't like men?
Keke. Now she's well. I'm not gonna say she don't like men. She's just into whatever now. She went on there talking about how now she's pansexual, bisexual, whatever they calling it these days. And I don't know if anyone else notices, but this is the usual progression, right? They're single, they get with a man, they have a baby, something happens, and now all of a sudden they don't like men anymore.
No, some nigga wants to keep you goddamn hold you responsible.
Respectable.
Somebody want to say, no, you can't just do whatever you want to do while you with me. And so now they just go get with somebody who will allow them to do whatever the hell they want to do when you with them, i.e., someone of the same sex. Like how responsible, how accountable can I hold you if we already on some bull? Like,
Right, exactly.
It's already two of us ladies. Well, ain't no head here. In more ways than one. Ain't no head in the situation, so guess what? We do the hell we
Doing
wanna
whatever
do.
you want to do, raising a child in that foolishness. Now you done had a baby, and now you're gonna bring a baby into this. And this
is the dangerous thing I saw. Drew Mill, Drew Mill
Yes.
said, "Bro, you can't make this up." And this the crazy part. So I saw, who was this? Was this a lady? This is a lady that posted this. She not in the truth, none of that. But the lady I saw posted, it was like, she posted that thing and said, y'all done celebrated or whatever. Y'all done celebrated Keke Palmer straight into single motherhood. And then I saw ladies respond to her. And this is the thing that I feel is super dangerous. I saw a lady said, what? He the one messed it up by going on Twitter saying this and that, and she good. If you got money, she said, it's easy to be a single mother if you got money. And basically, this is what we've been taught. This is what we don't reduce men to as only providers. So then our ladies get to the point where they think, bro, if you got the money part covered, then there's no need for a man. Mm-hmm. Nothing about the leadership, nothing about the guidance, nothing about the wisdom, the manliness, the fatherhood, the whoop. No, she got money.
So she good.
She and that baby good. What they have? A boy or a girl?
A boy.
A boy. So, no. Because she got money, that boy don't need no man in his life. She good. And guess what? That nigga probably gonna be a faggot. I ain't saying he is.
Simp man, they let you do what they want to do. A man that knows his worth is dangerous because he gonna let you know you not playing in his face.
See, look,
exactly,
see, she said what I said. Why you go ahead?
Because I didn't get to that comment.
That's why they raising little punks. 100. So get what? The boy probably more than likely, I ain't saying he gonna be a punk, but I'm gonna say he gonna have a 50-50 chance.
But hold on, he don't have a man around, and then all he see is women. Where do you see? And this is what we don't want to recognize. We learn to be women by watching our mothers. Boys learn to be men by watching their fathers.
No,
so
not,
if there's no father around,
not in the black. No, not to our people. A boy learns how to be a man by a woman who has some money. That's what they think. No,
and that is so dumb.
Money is what makes a man, because that's what it's all about. If you got money, then you a man. And this is why our women with money think
Walk
they
around
men.
like men.
A punk with money think they a man, because we reduce manliness to money. We reduce manliness to money. This is why our studs out here getting it, but them niggas got plenty of dollars. No, they think they men. If you got money, use a man.
Whatever you want. But
if you got money, you a man.
And see, this is what we don't realize. Like, this all is just a repeat of the same generational sin that we've been seeing over and over again. People start getting money and they start feeling like they are entitled to any pleasure that the world has to offer them. And that's why you see these celebrities going off into all this different kind of sexuality and all these kind of perversions. You have switched to serving the God of money, and that's how that God inflates you to make you feel like you are invisible and you can do whatever you want.
All right, I want to tell all of my sisters this. Listen, man. And I'm going to we're teaching our sons this. We're teaching our sons this. Like, point blank, period. Bro, you got to value yourself more than we do.
Yeah.
How backwards is it? Just think, I will give you my body, even have a baby for you, but you not good enough to be mine. Well, if somebody is not good enough to be yours, what in the hell are you doing giving them your body?
Yeah. We sell ourselves short. And again, this is how we play a part in destroying ourselves. We'll lie to ourselves and tell ourselves we live in an age of equality and we can, sleep around like men can sleep around. And no matter how much you lie to yourself about that, that is never going to be true.
But I think it goes both ways, though. Like, as a man, and even knowing my worth, like, I've been all praise to the Most High. I've been I've been a big deal, like, a good majority of my life. All praise to the Most High. But there's times where I'm looking and just like, what am I doing? Like, being with a chick, giving her my Johnson and looking at myself like, nigga, what the hell are you doing here with this chick? Like, nigga, you're better than this. Do you know who you are? Like, nigga, you're out here, goddamn.
What have you done?
Like, no, bro, you out here, like, big time. Out here, like, you somebody. What are you doing? Why?
What happened? What
Why
went
is she
wrong?
even touching your Johnson? No, you don't even deserve to be. No, even the women will be looking like, I don't even know why he's here. Like,
I'm just so
he's
happy
out.
he's here.
He's out of my. He's out of my league.
Yes. Me and Daddy are
He's
doing
out of
it.
my league. But I think both of us need to understand. You can talk to him. What do you need?
Yes, you can have a little bit of talkies.
Hey.
Make sure you brush your teeth. when
3
you're done, you hear me?
talkies.
Brush your teeth and tell your brother to too. Love you. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, but we
The band wants some talkies.
we have we're to the point.
Can we
where,
read some of these comments real
Yes,
quick? Okay.
please.
No, it's still dangerous. You have to have other people that may not be family take care of your child while you work. And that, see, nobody cares about that anymore. They don't care about child care as long as they got enough money to hire a nanny. They don't care about their child being loved the way only a family can provide. Even if he won't be a sissy, he's gonna be very sensitive and very spoiled.
Facts.
I can't stand an emotional man. I cannot stand an emotional man. That's what he will be. They don't want order because you know what? Order brings responsibility. But what they don't realize is the reward of order way outweighs the responsibility of order. But I don't know why we can't get that in our head. The reward is, way more than the responsibility. Lustful desires bring it out. Absolutely. They rather be parasites than real women. Oops. You said that. God, that's real talk. The shame kicked in. But have you saying I'm better than this? The shame kicks in.
Oh, no, 100. That shame kick in. You were like, bro, no, listen. And I can only imagine, like, I'm a man, and y'all know we got named. Hey, boy, that man downstairs get to talking like we ain't that much picky. Where it's like, cause I mean, just the way we was taught, we was taught like, hey, bro, go on, soy your raw oats. You know what I'm saying? But if you get to the point as a man where you like, and you looking at this woman and you like, went home with this chick and you looking like, bro, what the hell am I? Bro, you know who I am? Like, chick, I have no business here with you. So imagine, it's over with now. I ain't thinking that while going on, but soon as you catch one, soon as you catch that one, boy, you looking like, I had no business here with you.
Who is that comedian?
I'm a 10. You are a 2.
That
like, I got stuff to offer.
When you're about to take a woman home, go in the bathroom.
Masturbate.
And
see if you feel the same way. No. I'm not telling
y'all to do that.
We're not telling our people to do that, but
it's the principle.
But it's kind of like a truth though, because it's like, but once you get that feeling, then you get to really start seeing reality. Like,
Shalom, Judah son, Shalom.
What the hell I'm doing? Judah son, what's going on? Shalom.
Y'all, what's up, God? Shalom and Shalom.
Y'all, what's up, Gad Israel? You said y'all, what's up, God?
Gad, God, not God. You know what I mean.
But
my accent kicked in there.
No, listen. But if a man can feel like that, ladies,
yes,
I can imagine.
And it's not a symbiotic relationship.
Ladies, can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
Look at the Negroes that you. Hold on. You're gonna give him the most precious thing that he can want. We want one thing. The one thing is the goal. You know what I'm saying? All this other stuff,
but
like
does that change? Okay, when you decide you're looking for marriage, though, does that change?
No. Well, I'm gonna be as a man. No, we want other things to go along with the coochie. No, we want the coochie, but we want other things to go along with the coochie, like her to be beautiful, her to be smart, intelligent, be a good helpmeet, and but I'm gonna tell you this. You can have all of the rest of the things. Submissive, know how to cook, and a big cheerleader, like great help me, doing all these things for a man. But if you ain't got no coochie, we don't want you. Like I mean, hey,
you ain't got no coochie.
if you I'm saying up, no, I'm saying let's say you don't have one. Let's say let's say
we having a whole different conversation.
Let's say he provided you everything. This is you put the perfect woman together, whatever the perfect woman look like, but then like zip up the coochie, like it just don't exist.
It don't work.
It don't work. We don't want you. But put a coochie on that woman and take away some of the other things. We can work with that. We can teach you. We can teach you how to cook, man. Grandma got a recipe book at the house, boy. I'm gonna take you over grandma's house a few times. Grandma teach you how to fry some chicken. Woo. We can't do nothing without them cooking out. So what I'm saying is, that is a very important aspect, but we want all the rest of the things. Now, for a woman.
Ladies, send in your questions. I'm sorry. I know I'm always talking to y'all, and I'm always say that I can't comment on the man's angle. But listen, if y'all got some questions, put them in the chat. While the man is here, he will answer them. You see, he don't bite his tongue, so he will definitely give you an honest answer.
If that thing broken, we don't want no parts of it. But
she said it's broken.
But I'm saying, but for a woman, think about this. Like, you gonna give up already the most important thing to a man. Mm-hmm. And then for some of the least important things, you're gonna tell him, nope. Here, I'll give you the most important thing that men want. And I'll even procreate with you. And we can move in together. But no, I'm not gonna listen to you. No, I'm not gonna stop letting other men grope on me. No, I'll be a fangirl for all these other dudes. Listen.
Okay, but so
you can go your way, madam.
Because women, we make these mistakes, right? And then we get to the point where we can't take it no more and the relationship has to end. As a man, though, there had to be red flags leading up to this situation. Like, your woman don't just up one day and start dressing like a hoe.
These is the problems. So first of all, we haven't really seen Keke Palmer out there like talking about. Like I said, Keke Palmer for the most part has been pretty
quiet.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's been, you know what I'm saying? She ain't been on no whole stuff, real talk. But this is the problem with the culture we live in. Guess what? Now it's all about big booties. Big boot. All our folks going to get surgery done. She had that baby. Her body popped that. And now it's like, oh shoot.
A boy will do that to you.
I'm thinking that what's going on. Like, oh shoot.
Yeah,
like,
got
hey,
all this stuff.
My woman ain't, she's very beautiful, but she ain't have all that body, so I put them boys in them.
That is true.
I put two boys in the back to back. You know what I'm saying? And now she has a body that a lot of people dream of having. That people going to pay money to get.
I'm gonna show it to you later.
But God. But at the end of the day,
that be going down. It do go down here. We talk real.
But at the end of the day, when that kind of stuff happens, when you don't have structure, when you don't have a strong head, when you don't have somebody you respect, when you don't have that leadership, when you don't have somebody you submitted to, now you're going the wrong way with that thing. Now you're going the wrong way with that thing. Now it's like, I need to go show this to everybody. Instead of saying, ooh, I'm about to show all this to my man. And that's the problem. But you didn't look at him as your man anyway, because we've been taught that it can just be sex. It can just be a baby. It can just be moving in together. But that ain't my man. Huh?
Right. Yes, those boys will do. Listen, I had 3 girls, okay? And sure, things change. But when I had them boys, that was that was on something else. And I'm glad I did not have them until I was married, right? Because a lot of us go through that. We have the baby, we still single, our body changes, and now we like, ooh, but when you don't have one man to share that with, or when you choose not to acknowledge that, let me change that.
But I agree, because I was, even in my promiscuous days, listen, I used to always say, I always wanted one woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted that one woman. I grew up in a 2-parent household. Like, I've been raised to be a father and be a husband, like, my whole life. I wanted one woman. But if I didn't have that one woman, I had 10. Like they're just the real deal of it. Like I had 10.
10 to make one.
Yeah, I had 10 to make one. And when you don't know no better, when I ain't saying we don't know no better, but when the everything is skewed, then it's easy to make those mistakes. And it's the same thing. I would like to believe that most women really want that one man. They want that
Yes.
one. They want that one. I think most people, we ain't got to put a sex on it. Women and men, I think most people want that one.
So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, I think that Ty the Car and Dog Guy, what's up? Thanks for joining us. I think that at first, that is what most girls dream of. You know, when you're a teenager and you first start thinking about marriage and your future, you think about, getting married, white picket fence, you know, stuff like that. But I think that once you get out here and start dibbling, dabbling where you don't, where you're not supposed to be, and things start happening, now that desire changes because of the incidents that have occurred. And let's keep it real. If you wouldn't have been having sex before you got married, you would have never been hurt to the degree that caused you to say, all men are dogs. I don't want anything to do with black men. I never want to be married. I'm going to just be a hoe for the rest of my life. I mean, let's be real. Those responses come from pain. It's not just, you don't just wake up and you're like, oh, well, I think I just want to sleep around and have a bunch of baby daddies. These are trauma responses, pain responses, and things that we need to heal and deal with as black women.
I agree with you, but I think a lot of it, I think that was easier to say when we grew up.
Mm-hmm.
But I think nowadays, I don't agree that it's true anymore, because now the culture is teaching this is what it is. So you don't even have to go through the pain or this or that. You've raised to believe this is what it is. Be a hoe. Being a hoe is good, and it's very powerful to feminism.
Oh, they call it very empowering.
This is empowering. No, do this. No, what? You ain't gay? Huh? Everybody gay?
Or at least bisexual.
This is... Like, the teachings have changed. We were taught, no, it was weird to see, okay, nah, bro, you sit over there.
Right.
Now it's like, what, you straight?
Right.
Huh?
What's wrong with you?
You straight?
You don't sleep around? What's wrong with you?
Oh,
yeah.
So, but yeah, man.
He was reading those raggedy women up. Thanks. The old folks call it smelling yourself. True. It is true.
Yeah, man. Listen.
Men are worth so much more than their money. Real men.
They
are.
Definitely. And that's the problem. We diminish men to money, and this is why anybody can be a man these days. But even in reverse, women. We've diminished women to ass and titties. And so now this is why anybody can be a woman. Let me go get some surgery and get some boobs in the butt.
You don't even gotta go. You know, they don't even have to go get surgery.
Oh, they could take some pills.
They just throw on a wig.
No, but you need boobs in the butt. Now, if you flat chested, like you put a wig on me, I ain't no chick. You know what I'm saying? But if you got boobs in the butt, you're a woman.
Yeah.
And if you got money, you're a man. And this is really what we've made it. Not we, but this is what the world has made it now. Boobs and butt, you're a woman. So now...
Because we've made everything else about men, we've labeled it toxic. That leadership, that being the head, that being a strong discipline, even to your wife, we've labeled all of that toxic masculinity. So now the only part of masculinity that's not supposed to be toxic is the provider part.
Listen, man, I'm toxic masculinity. I'm the definition of it over here. Just so y'all know.
I'm not toxic, Big Daddy.
No, I'm talking about for what the world call.
For the world, yeah.
I'm toxic masculinity. I'm the definition. Let them define toxic masculinity and put my face next to it. No, yes, I teach my sons, nigga. No, dude, you can't play with no baby dolls. No, no, I correct my wife, my children. No, we not playing none of that over here.
And I don't allow that either. I don't allow my sons to sit in a room with me when I'm doing makeup, when I'm doing womanly things. I don't allow my sons to take part in that. That's not their business. There's nothing that have to do with them.
When you when you change the definition of what is what, then like I said, everybody can be it. This is why now you got whole men being the voice for women's movement. Hold on, time out. Like I said, when Bruce Jenner became a woman, this nigga won Woman of the Year. I
Woman
think
of the
Chris
Year.
Rock talked about this.
He
This
has
nigga
been
won.
a woman for a hot 6 months.
This nigga won Woman of the Year his first year of being a woman. Your first year.
He still had his.
Oh, he
man
still
part.
had, no, he
All he had was boobs.
Yeah, he ain't cut off no penis. That's why I say it, nigga. Boobs and butt. We decrease women to boobs and butt. So he still had a Johnson. I think he still got a
did.
Johnson. I don't think he ever cut his
As far as
Johnson
we
off.
know, he do.
This nigga still got a whole Johnson down there. And this Negro won, this, not Negro.
He's not a Negro.
This
Perv. Go ahead, call him.
this goddamn paper
Pale-faced.
shaded person, as you call him,
Paper shade.
won Woman of the
Milk
Year
monster.
his first year of being a woman.
He hadn't even been a woman a whole year.
And this is why they ain't gotta have no period, can't have no baby. The whole who the chick that just got in trouble? Just hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Discussing.
Well, because the man came out and said that women was gatekeeping periods. That it's our fault that men who want periods can't have them because we gatekeep the periods from them. And that's what she was responding to. As if I could hand you a period. Because if I could, I would. I don't want this thing all the time either.
I don't want to
I
have
just
it
wanted
either.
to have some babies and that's it.
Listen,
I don't
yeah.
care how much money I make. I will never be a man. The Most High had his foot on the man's neck. Absolutely. I don't want to be a man
Read that
either.
last sentence though.
What?
This is what our women need to take.
I'll take help meet for 500, Alex. I didn't see that. Hello? Listen. I totally understand. I get it. It took me a while. Okay, but I'm starting to totally understand that if you have not experienced the reward that comes from having a good, strong man in your life, that it's kind of hard for you to see. And it can be hard for you to want to work to that point. But I promise you, honey, it is much better on this side of things. Like, I don't want to be the head of nobody's household. I'm fine where I am. Y'all don't, I understand I'm speaking as my husband's wife, okay? So I totally get that your experience as a wife may not be the same, but let me assure you, like, it's better over here, okay?
Yeah, fact. And then even with the women, you know how you tell
Chris put a spell on that raw chicken. No, they say the Kardashians do something to their men. Because they all leave crazy.
Well, no, but at the end of the day, this is the things that we got to understand. When you everybody has their place. The Most High gave it to them. You know how you tell your children, they want to be grown, and you say, hey, nigga, this ain't what you want, man. Take your time and be a child.
Yeah.
The same thing with this man stuff. Like what we talking about with the women stuff, and you, like sis said, no, I'll take help me for 5,000. Listen, the same thing. Like in reverse, it's kind of like, bro, y'all don't want this. No, I gotta answer to the Most High for this wife, these children, bro. They drive me crazy sometimes. I gotta correct. Boom. Why is there so many Amazon packages coming to my house? I'm trying to build something. We're trying to get some stuff together. We got some. No. I mean, there's just so much. And then there's spirituality. Let's say your wife got an issue. If she doing She gossiping. She always up in mess and what the woo, bro. You the head of this. Hey man, if your folks ain't keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, if we just on some biblical stuff, like, no, bro, that man got to answer because that man is in charge of all of these things. Listen, man, you don't want these problems, and we don't want our problems.
So, and I will say this to my sisters. Hold on, let's read Ty the car and dog. All right, well, thank you for joining us, Ty. Listen, like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you know when we go live here.
Ty the car and dog guy. What kind of dogs you do? We breeders over here. We breed bullies over here, man. Let me know what you do, man. Let me know what you do, man. We breed bullies over here, King.
That lady that decided to live her life as a man unalived herself because of the treatment. So there have been a lot of stories. It's called the detransition movement, but there have been a lot of these stories coming out lately where there have been people who have went through like either the hormone injections or had actual replacement surgeries, and now that they're adults and they're speaking out, they're saying like, no, there's no way. No kid should have to go through this. And a lot of them are unaliving themselves and just really having a hard time through life. And I just don't understand, like, how many different stories do we have to hear? How many different generations of kids do we have to lose to this? How many generations of dysfunctional adults? And see, I think the thing we don't realize is our part in this perversion and this deviation. I talk about this a lot with us as Black women cheering on the LGBT community. You right there clapping for this grown man in a wig with a full-on beard. And here, y'all know I love TV, okay? So I'm not saying that any one showing of this thing is better than another. But y'all love y'all some P Valley and that whole man with a wig and a mustache, don't y'all? This man got a whole beard. Like, but we cheer it on, not realizing that, hey, this movement is coming for our kids.
Yeah,
they are coming for our children. And I don't think we realize this. But if they can say that a 12-year-old, an 11-year-old, a 13-year-old can consent to a sex change, what's going to stop them from saying that an 11, 12, and 13-year-old can consent to a sexual relationship? And that's what we don't get. We just think, oh, this is just my part, and I'm not supporting that. But it's if you're sitting in one part of the train, you are going in the direction of the entire train.
Another thing we got to realize, man, you have a lot of folks and a lot of conversations now. They're really getting on the women, and I'm a person that I believe the man is always at fault. We the leaders, but as men are getting in order, women seem to be going the opposite way.
Right.
How many times, how many group of men do you see that's walking around with stud women as their best friends?
Ooh,
like, how often do we see that?
Right.
But how many women do we see with
they Judies? That's what they call
fake, men that's pretending to be women as their best friend. Y'all are okay. I said this even before the truth. And me and my wife got together, man, counseling and whoop, and I always feel like as a man, when I was going to my pastor or my best friend or my homie, my partner, it don't matter who I'm talking to. Like, my dad, like, I got people who always gonna let me know when I'm wrong. You know, I tell them, man, me and my wife got into a fight, man. Did what I said, did what she said. Bro, you was wrong for saying that. Whoop. Women, I just don't feel that y'all have enough. I don't think y'all have enough people who, like, I had to fuss other people out when me and my wife was going through things when we first got together. Because, no, all y'all catering to these bulls. No, she wrong. And if she not hearing that she wrong from nobody but me, if everybody else is goddamn,
Yeah.
oh no, he wrong. No, then guess what? She can never change. I feel like women don't have enough people in their corner that's gonna let them know. No, sis. No, you wrong. No, you off. No, you tripping.
don't.
No, you. What? Y'all don't. I don't feel like that's happening. And in the man side, we got that all day. Everybody willing to tell us that you know what I'm saying, that you wrong. No, we tell our homeboy all day. Our homeboy can't tell us something that they did to their wife, and we say, oh no, bro. It's all good that you got a bunch of hoes on the side, bro. It's no, bro. She wrong. No, we ain't saying that to our boy. We say, man, these women is beautiful, I understand, but we tell them, bro, no, nigga, you married, bro. You can't do this. Nah, bro, you got to chill that out. You got to, whoa. No, we hear constantly when we off, when we wrong.
Let me read this comment real quick. Margot, thank you for joining us. Let parents handle their kids the way they want. We should our own children no matter what.
They want, we should.
Something, our own children.
Maybe he was putting the word love in there.
Or handle.
We should love or
whatever.
handle. Listen, see, this is the problem, though. As
The
Bible
problem is-
as a Bible believers, now, if you're not a Bible believer, then hey man, do what you will. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, but we can't make the declaration that we believe in God, but then want to do things however we want to do them. No, there's a set of rules. Do the teachers at the school say, hey man, let this child learn that 2 + 2 is 5. It don't matter. Whatever they want. No, they don't. They teach them a way. And regardless of it's, no, we're all supposed to be teaching a way. And like the scripture says, raise up a child, train up a child in the way they should go. In the end, they will not depart from it. No, there's not that's the problem. And the reason our world is as jacked up as it is because now we've took on this, hey, whatever you want to do. Guess what? We didn't have these issues 20 years ago. We didn't have these issues 30 years ago. Why? Because parents was teaching their child, no, you're a boy. Put down that Barbie. No, here, daughter, I know you 1 year old, but no, you're a daughter. Here's pink. Oh, I know you're 6 months old, but here, son, here's blue. Here's a blue shirt for you. No, no, you can't. My first son. No, all of my sons, they were old enough to talk, was pick up a toy and, Dad, is this for girls? Yes. They put it down.
You have to teach them. You have to teach them what they are. Like, kids don't just come out understanding what it is to be a man or what it is to be a woman. They learn by watching their parents, okay?
Yeah.
If my sons was in the bathroom with me when I'm doing my makeup and I hand them a makeup brush and say, here, start doing, they're going to follow that because that's the way that I, as their parent, am leading them.
Facts. And then this is where we got to the point now. And so now the government is telling you sex reassignment. It all started from telling parents, no, you shouldn't tell this son that he can't play with a Barbie. No, you shouldn't tell this girl that monster trucks and little toy cars is for boys. No, don't do that. Let them decide. And then that turned to
Everything's for everybody.
everything's for everybody. And now that turned to this little girl thinks she a boy, and this little boy think they're a girl, and they 5 years old. how did that happen? It ain't because they were born that way. It's because they wasn't
Parents.
taught. They wasn't taught what a boy is and what a girl is.
Their parents programmed them to be the opposite. There's no other way you're going to explain this. Their parents, I've seen people on social media hold up a baby talk about this baby is gay, or this baby is non-binary, or this baby is... It's a baby. All they want to do is eat and sleep, but you're already starting to sexualize this child. And now it's everybody. How you just gonna leave like that in the middle of my thought? But now they began to sexualize this child. And what we have not realized yet is that, you know, what they say, if you give the devil an inch, he'll take a mile. We're opening this door. I don't know the justification. Like, I can't even sit here and say, oh, I understand it might be cute, because I don't find that cute at all. I don't get the sense behind it at all. Right? But these same parents who are okay sexualizing and labeling their child, and let's be clear, just because you say, oh, non-gender binary does not mean that you're not sexualizing that child, okay? But now we have these people sexualizing children while at the same time trying to take a stand against CP and other forms of child abuse. But how can you? How can you take a stand against something that you are participating in? And yes, it's us. It's black women. It's us. We're the ones doing it. We're the ones holding up our black sons and our black daughters and telling our black sons that, oh, black men are trash and we don't need men and you can be a girl if you want to. And then we're turning around telling our black daughters, oh, you don't need a man. You could be an independent woman. We're destroying ourselves. You do realize that if our sons and our daughters do not play their proper roles and continue to reproduce, that we as a people will cease to exist. And a lot of y'all don't realize that that's the whole point for our community.
And then we want to scream all this, protect black women. Well, who gonna protect them? Who? Who? You done made all on women.
Everybody a woman.
If everybody a woman, then who the hell gonna protect black women?
We all girls.
Who? Okay, no, you want one that's gonna provide and protect, but hold on, but you cheering all of them on to be women. So who gonna be the provider? Who gonna go kill the bug when everybody's scared of the bug? Who gonna go out there and
get the burglar?
Go and fight the burglar when we
all hiding under the blankets.
Everybody screaming and busting their wrists and running around the house screaming and crying. Who gonna do these things? Who gonna do them? If we make all the women men, then who gonna be the women? And if we make all the men women, then who gonna be the man? Y'all want all the aspects. No, you want a man to have all the aspects of man except being a man. Except being an actual man.
They want the rights to a man without the responsibility. And what I mean by that is you want the right to his possession, you want the right to his protection, you want the right to his provision. But as soon as he comes back to you and say, okay, in order for me to provide you with this, I'm going to need this. Now all of a sudden he wrong, he a dog, and he's the problem, and he's toxic.
And we can put it all way. Listen, hey, you want a woman, you know, the sensitive one, the goddamn, bless you, man.
I'm sorry.
That's right. The sensitive one, the one that's emotional, the weaker vessel. But then you act like they don't come with emotionalism, that it don't come with a little attitude. It don't come with all, I ain't saying that disrespect or what,
No.
but listen, my woman, bro, she emotional, bro. Sometimes she got dang turned up. Sometimes she got dang led by her emotions. Sometimes she got a little attitude. But although I'm not a person who would do this, but I'm a man. So I have to understand that, bro, when it comes to a woman, nigga, it come with some of this stuff.
Right.
And if you want a man, no, yes, it come with sometimes that voice. My wife still, and get what I tell her. She be, did you have to say it like that? Bro, I didn't say nothing. Like, I just, no, bro, I'm a man. Sometimes the voice just come out like that. No, I'm not about to gay up everything I say for you. I'm not about to be, excuse me, can you please? And sometimes she want that, but I gotta let her know. Nigga, I'm a whole man, bro. No, so hey, I need this, this, and this, and this, and that done. It's not gonna come with all the extra words and flamboyantness and to make this junk sound super sweet. I'm not saying that we don't cater or that we don't take our women's emotions. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but we can be a little sensitive to y'all. And again, I feel like it's because we don't grow up with men in the home. So like my husband and I will be having a conversation and he might say something crazy and my voice will go up, but it's my voice. So to me, it's just going up a little octave like I'm talking like a girl. You know what I'm saying? But so when his voice go up though, okay, it's like a roaring lion. And it can be a little like jarring, but again, it's because I did not grow up with no deep roaring lion. I grew up with my mom and her voice sound like mine. So when her voice raised, I'm used to that.
Yes.
But now I got this lion in my house and he's not mad, he's not angry, he's just talking. Imagine a regular lion in the jungle roaring. I would be scared.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And he ain't got to be roaring because he's angry. It's just
Right.
like
we could be laughing. We could.
And I remember we had a real conversation some years ago when I asked you and our oldest daughter, well, your oldest daughter, our second oldest daughter, and I asked, like, say I'm a butthole. And I said, you know what I'm saying? I had to ask. I said, and I think they really had to think about it. I said, am I a butthole, asshole, however they say it, or could it be the fact that you're just not used to a man in the house? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that in no kind of way. It's imagine if you just only grew up with men in the house. And then you finally get around this woman and she just doing woman things. And then you like, God dang, you so sensitive. God dang, you so emotional. God dang.
You so messy.
Or are they just being a woman?
Right.
But when you're not used to being around a woman.
Right. When you're not used to being around one, it can be very alarming, very disturbing.
Big Rich, what did he hit my boy? Sheesh.
Big Rich, hey.
Communication is an art. Knowing how to communicate to your partner is very key.
Very.
And also, I would say this. Yes, we definitely should know how to communicate, but also when we normalize families, when we get back to families being normal, when we get back to two-parent households being normal, when we get back to men being men and women being women, you don't have to concentrate so much on how do I communicate to this woman. No. Now these women are used to how men talk. Now men are used to how women are being women. Some of it ain't this man is just crazy. No, this man is just a man. Sometimes this woman ain't just being the most. No, she just being a woman. But when you ain't used to it, now we got to walk around on eggshells. Now we got to try to figure it out. Now we got to have counseling sessions and whoop. And most of those ain't going to go good. Even when we was going through our problems in early marriagehood and my wife wanted to go to counseling, she always thought I was against counseling. I wasn't against counseling, but I'm saying, listen, no, if I go to counseling, no, they got to understand what it is. No, I need somebody who's going to be biblically based and that's going to know a man's role and and communicate that. Yeah. And a woman's role and communicate that. But somebody who's going to try to tell us, no, she equal and no, No, and they can't talk about submission. They can't talk about this. They can't talk about that. No, we can't. We can't go to none of that. I'm not doing none of that because you're not about to make me being a man sound like I'm tripping.
Right.
You know.
And so, but this is what I'm. Hold on. Let's read this comment. I heard a cat woman say these days. What? I heard a
cat say women these days
want to be a princess but never want to graduate to a queen. They want to be spoiled and pampered but refuse to submit and be led. That is a good one.
Big Rich said that's true. You just spoke some truth for real, for real. No, it's 100, man. We got to get back to all of this is weird because we are not living in our roles anymore.
Yeah.
We're not living in our roles no more. No, there's no set gender roles. Nigga, yes, there is,
there
bro.
is.
There's gender roles at my home.
Very much.
Point blank, period.
Period.
Listen, no, I'm not saying that my son can't clean some dishes, but also
That's not their primary responsibility.
that's not their primary responsibility. I won't teach. No, they're gonna work with daddy. I'm gonna teach them how to run these businesses so they can be a provider for their home.
And
these girls can go out there and do the dishes.
So that's how I raise my sons. From the mother aspect, I raised my sons to work hard like daddy so their wives can stay home and take care of their kids.
That's right.
That's what our sons are being taught. So yes, they know how to clean up behind themselves because I want them to be able to step in when they need to, when there's a new baby in the home or maybe their wife needs to break. Yes, I want them to be able to do that. But they are learning that, no, your primary job is to be like daddy.
Yeah, and one thing I could say, my parents, like I said, I did come from a two-parent household. My parents my mama, listen, she taught me how to sew, how to iron, all these things. So I don't need a woman. So now I knew how to wash clothes, knew how to iron, knew how to clean up, wood. So I don't need a woman. But my primary role was, like, I had a dad who his whole life was to work. So my mama ain't have to work. Now, I was getting in trouble a lot in school, so my mama was up at the school so much that she ended up getting offered a job at the school.
Did you hear anyway?
Yeah, so like real talk, my mama got a job at the school because she was up at my school all the time because I was always in trouble. So she got a job at the school, but it wasn't forever. You know what I'm saying? Because like my dad's whole primary role was to, like, even with this whole argument, and I think we need to do a podcast just about this. Like, this whole 50-50 or should a man provide the whole, listen, man, y'all trip me out with this argument.
But some women want that.
This argument trips me out all the time. Like, our money, your money, this what she bring in and what you bring in. Like, I don't think our people, we don't even understand marriage no more.
We don't.
I don't got no money. And listen, my wife is a stay-at-home mom.
Period.
She don't have to do nothing to goddamn provide for this household. Now, she does assist. She does a lot of the back office work for our businesses. But if $200,000 come in this year off of my brow, and for some reason my wife done made $10,000 this year off of, I don't know, just things that she do. Then we made $210,000 this year. Yeah, and we will break that money up. Here's what you get for the month to spend. Here's the big. They ain't no separate money.
And ladies, let me say this. My husband handles our finances because I am not good with finances. I know that about myself. So, I know they teach, the man should come home
that's
and
a good question.
bring his check to the woman. But in our house, actually, my husband handles the finances. Everything is very transparent. We all have access to bank accounts and everything like that. But he gives me the spending money.
Well, we got a question here on IG, and it's a great question. It said, "Let me ask y'all this: do y'all feel like some women that come from single parent households are trained to be independent? Is that a bad thing? Does that damage the culture?" I'm
Can I
going
answer
to
that as a woman that came from a single parent household? Just real quick.
yes, go ahead. I want to answer too.
As a woman that came from a single parent household, yes, we are trained to be independent. We are trained to never have to depend on a man. Not just never have to depend on, but you basically are taught to plan your life as if you never expect a good man to come and stay. And
Is it a bad thing? Does it damage the culture?
yes, on one hand, it's a bad thing because we're taught so heavy on don't need a man, don't expect a man, that we're never taught, okay, this is what you do if you happen to come across a good man. This is how you recognize a good man. You know, a good man does this, this, and this for you. You're never taught, you're never shown those things. And it's horrible. Look at the condition that the black family is in now.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say, Big Rich. I'm gonna say emphatically that they're taught to be independent. But I'm also gonna say emphatically it's a bad thing, and emphatically it damages the culture. And I'm gonna tell you why. Us as a culture, we're on this 18 and grown, and that's horrible teaching and horrible understanding, and it's horrible practice. Our daughters are the responsibility of the fathers until a man comes and assumes all responsibility for that woman. Our women were never supposed to be trained to go out here and just live life on their own. That's not what it's supposed to be about. No, daughters are the responsibility of a father until a man comes along that you can release her to, and he takes on all the responsibilities. Our women was never supposed to be out here going to earn a living. Yes, participating in what's going on with the family. Yes, like if my daughters was raised in the truth right now, yes, you will contribute to what we have going on here at the House of Mono. No, you will help assist mom with the emails and answering phone calls. Yes, you will help do dinner. You will help, you might go outside and help get the eggs from the chickens and help keep the garden and help do these things. But their responsibility was never to go out here and earn a living, earn a keep. No, that's always been the man's job. And because the men were missing, yes, a lot of our women have, we had to trade what we taught. We had to trade what we taught our women. We had to train what these daughters was taught. Our mothers had to teach daughters how to survive without a man being present. But the problem is, if this one happens to be a lucky one that does get a man that's present, it's like we teach daughters, close it up. Don't give up no coochie. No. Oh, no, that's for freaks. No, you don't put that in your mouth. No, you don't do this. No, you don't. No. We do a great job teaching that to our daughters. But what happens when she meets that good man? And he's ready to marry her, and he marries her? Now, everything in her mind is,
can't do that. That's
this
nasty.
This is for hoes.
Yep.
This is for what?
I don't do that.
Hit it from the back? What? No, I don't do that. So we are training our women for never meeting a man. And then looking when they do meet one, then wondering why they can't keep
Why
her.
they can't keep.
That's so good. We train our women to not as if they are never meet a man.
It's like you're almost trained to not want a man. I remember many times in my life, because I've always wanted to be married. I always wanted a family. I always wanted to be a housewife. But I remember many times in my life being made to feel like I was wrong for wanting a man. That I was wrong for wanting to be married. I was wrong for expecting one man to stay with me and raise a family. So a lot of times when you come from, and I come from a family of single parents. Like my mom was a single parent, her sisters was single parent. You know what I'm saying? So I was surrounded by this mentality, and you're made to feel bad for even wanting a man or even wanting to be married. So yes, you see the effects of that today. Women don't even want men anymore. They happy scissoring each other and wearing strap-ons. Nobody wants a man now, and it's damaged us. It's been horrible to us.
There's a meme that goes on and say where it's like, JoJo, what's going on?
JoJo, Shalom and Shalom. I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Here, hold on, tell me this. There's this meme that say like oh yeah. So it started off with the mother and it say, I don't need a man. Then it goes to the daughter that say, I don't want a man. And then it go to the son and say, I don't want to be a man.
Because think about that though. You're never taught that you're any good. You're never taught that you're worth anything. You don't even see a representation of yourself in the home as a black man being raised by a single mother. You have no presence, no representation, no idea of what's supposed to go on. I can't imagine. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that. But I get it. Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, that meme is so sad, sis. Listen, I never even thought about it like that. Hold on, let me see what the brother said. I never even thought about it like that. You went into your bag with that one. No, but it just is what it is, bro. Like, it's a repetitive cycle. It's a repetitive cycle of that's deep. I think we have to unlearn bad behavior practices. Listen, you guys, this is all we're doing. Y'all must realize us as we are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Us as blacks, African Americans here from the slave trade. We are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. We can prove that through the scriptures. We had a starting point. We were once a great people. Through captivity, we became less of a people. If we was in captivity to the Egyptians, think about when the Most High used Moses to go and say, hey man, let my people go from Egypt, right? What happened? Them Negroes left and they were saying, bro, take us back. Take us back to slavery. Take us back. We got so used to the ways of our oppressors that that's all we knew. And look at it now. We have become used to the ways of the world that we was taken captive into. You niggas know that you came here on boats, right? You know that they had you as slaves, right?
Yeah, you ain't no immigrants. I know they want to tell us we immigrants. We did not immigrate here.
You know they took your children. They taught you everything they wanted to teach you, right? They taught you what was good, what was bad. They taught you what was the way, wasn't the way. And they stripped you of all of your heritage and you learned their ways. And now we're waking up to who we are. And now we're growing back in reverse to who we once was. No, we always been a family people. No, we always had the husband as the head. No, the woman was always stay at home, raise the kids, teach them, keep home. A man go out here and make it happen, bring home the turkey bacon,
The lamb.
you know what I'm saying? Woo. No, that's always been who he was. They stripped us from that and made us think in opposite. And now we're waking up and now we're going back. And it's not a hard process. I mean, it's a hard process. It's easy to fall. It's kind of like, it's easy to jump in this water that you can't swim in. No, it's easy to jump in that mud. But it's hard to swim out of that thing if you don't know how to swim. And that's what we're experiencing right now. We were tossed in some water and it was easy to swim. I mean, it was easy to get tossed in that water. But now we're trying to swim out.
To your album Fire.
Who said that?
I hope I'm not saying your name wrong. I'm sorry.
Said the album Fire. All praises. Joe says, I would love that combo. I had a man tell me if he was to get a wife and she had a house and or land, she would have to sign over everything over to him when they get married. Thoughts? I'm gonna say it like this. I'm a believer that when, like as the scripture says, when two come together, they become one. There is no mine or yours. There's like we I don't think we really understand what become one is.
Let me say something before you go into that, if you don't
Go
mind,
ahead.
please. I just want to say, so your question is a very good one. And I think it only becomes a problem, and I think it only becomes a problem when
If
the
a nigga ain't
man
right.
does not have
Right.
the things that he's asking you for.
Mm-hmm.
He wants you to sign over okay, but what do you have? What house and land are you bringing? Why am I the only one expected to gamble and lose everything? And I know you're gonna say, well, the man would bring the woman into his home. Yes, because that's how it's supposed to go. That's how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to, as a man, already have the house set up, already have the provision ready, and bring your wife into it. Rebecca went to Isaac's tent. Isaac didn't come move in with Rebecca and her family and
He
them.
went to his mama tent.
But you know what I'm saying. It was his,
His
though.
family had something.
Right, it was his.
But-
he didn't go move in with Rebecca and her mama and them.
Well, first of all, I wanna land me back on what she said, but I want to say, hey, salute to True Nation. Much love from True Nation, man. And 100, man. True Nation definitely showed up very big at F3. All praises
they
to
was
the Most
definitely in the
High.
building.
We definitely gonna discuss, some better ways to incorporate you guys on the next one. All praises to the Most High. But Drew Mills said, facts, we've been floating so long, we don't even remember how to swim back to shore. And what Sister Jose was talking about, and I agree with what you said. Like, although I'm gonna say, even if a man don't have all the things together, I mean, I went through a divorce when I got with this woman. Nigga, I went from being one of the biggest gospel rap artists in the world. Like, I've never had a job in my adult career, like in my adult life. Like,
Your adult career.
I've been big time out here. You know what I'm saying? I made my money off music. I went through depression, not having my children with me. And so when we got together, my life wasn't that no more. I wasn't doing the music. I wasn't, so my income declined.
Decreased.
Decreased.
That wasn't a decline. That was a decrease.
A lot. But also, I'm going to say the whole signing everything over is a stretch. I mean, it's kind of like, you know what the scriptures say, prove a friend.
And also,
But hold on, I'm gonna say this though. But it's kind of like before we even get to this point of marriage or woo, like, no, we should putting it in our name shouldn't even be a problem because you them. No, you know who this is and what you're doing before.
You should want to do it.
Yeah,
You
we
should
won't
want
sex.
to.
We won't sex so much. There's your real talk, man. Y'all know we horny, man. We won't sex so much that we don't realize what the dating period should even be like.
Right.
No,
Right.
about time. It's time to spread them legs and consummate this marriage. There should be no questions.
Right.
It should be no questions already. Like, nah, we in this together. No, this man. No, it ain't about, oh, I had this land before him. No, but now, yes, you did have this land before him, but this man makes you feel so comfortable. No, oh, he already giving you plans. He already saying, oh, yo, this what we gonna do. Like, it's already a plan in place where he's about to double that up. He about to double that up. Like, you ain't, you trust his leadership, you trust his guidance, you trust his relationship with the Most High, you trust who he is in God first and foremost. That now this ain't even a conversation no more. It's kind of like having a woman sign a prenup. It's the same thing. If I was rich,
Shalom and Shalom.
if I was rich right now.
Shabbat Shalom to you. I'm sorry. I know a lot of y'all on a Friday, Saturday, Sabbath. Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, Shabbat
I'm sorry. We
Shalom,
forgot,
man.
y'all. Our bad.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom to y'all that's on the Friday.
But at the end of the day, like, man, if you got to ask this woman to sign a prenup, that mean, like, y'all ain't, nah, we ain't, you ain't proved this woman enough. Like Sister JoJo saying, yeah, he wasn't saying adding him. He was saying to put it fully in his name. But I'm understanding this wisdom. No, like, yeah, I'm going to say if he's saying that, now we got to question everything.
How long y'all, why is he saying this
Yeah,
to you?
this
That's
what I
my
want y'all.
question.
This
Why
what I
is-
want y'all to get.
And can
Go
I,
ahead,
if you don't
go ahead.
mind, women of other brown women, Middle Eastern, Indian, I've seen other brown women where they will get married, be a stay-at-home mom, but also have businesses and investments that their father left to them. And then their husband will set up some businesses for them as well. So here we are again. Our people, unfortunately, have been put in a position where our men can't even provide for us like that. Like, I feel like in other cultures, this conversation wouldn't even come up because this man would come from his own lineage with their own wealth. And he's coming in fully with the understanding of taking care of you as a wife. And what your father and your mother built and left to you is for your father and your mother. I mean, and for you. You understand what I'm saying? Not nothing that he's looking to come in and take over. So,
Yeah,
this is horrible.
I'm gonna say it like this, you guys.
Oh, this is a good question.
Yeah, I seen that. Well, we're gonna get to that in 1 second. As far as the biblical way and then how we're living today, I'm gonna say, man, straight up, bro. You find you a woman who has these principles and find you a man who has these principles. Ladies, listen, we didn't have what we had when we got together. But all praise to the Most High, we have multiple businesses. My wife gets to stay at home. My wife
In the home that we own, by the way.
in the home that we own. My wife had a job when we got together. Hey, I looked at her finances then and told her, "What the hell is you doing?" Did I not?
You did.
Like, what the hell is you doing? No, you know what I'm saying. But I had a plan. You get what I'm saying? And here we are executing our plan. Listen, this man don't got a plan. Leave before you give him some, before you commit yourself to him. And this is what we stress to our daughters. Listen, and our sons too. Go on a date. If they can't possibly be the one, if the visions don't align, if what you looking for ain't there, then don't give them no more of your time.
Not another second.
If you go on date one and you can say, oh, hell no, we couldn't be married, then don't. Why is there a date too?
You know that on a phone conversation. There don't need to be no date.
Right,
It's that serious.
I
I wanted to ask a question about dating. What mannerisms or habits should women pay attention to while in the courting process?
I'm going to say, and this is a blanket answer for both sexes. I want to say that a woman should be a woman 100%, whether courting, married, single, any of those things. And a man should be a man 100%, courting, dating, or single. For instance, for example, I'm going to say, hey, bro, if and I'm happily married, I'm at the gas station, I'm at the grocery store, I'm at a place with a door, and I see a lady just walking in, I'm holding that door for her. Like, this is what I do. And if my wife is out and she going to a gas station and the dude's holding the door for her, I'm expecting that she says, "Oh, thank you." Well, now,
Thank you, sir. And keep it moving.
now she shouldn't say, "Thank you." Now, then I got a box in the head. I won't have to do that because I know you won't do that. But what I'm saying is, I don't believe in all this. Once you find a man that's worthy, then you give him your submission. Then you give him your kind and gentle answer. Then you give him your meekness. No, I think this is the way that a woman should operate at all times. Now, if you go on a date with this man and he is not worthy of those things, cut that man off and don't deal with him anymore. But as far as what you offer, how you walk around on a daily basis should not change based off whatever Negro that you're dealing with. No, this Negro is just not worthy of me. A man who's out here built himself out to be a millionaire or out here wealthy or got a little bread in his pocket, he's that same dude regardless of what chick he dates. But I went on a date with this chick. If she's not worthy to have all these benefits, then I don't date her any longer.
So it is hard, okay? And I think that unfortunately words like femininity or being feminine and submission often get confused for one another. Because I can be feminine, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm submissive to every man that I come across, okay?
Agreed.
So that level of submission, cooperativeness, agreeability, that is only for your husband, okay? But you being feminine and carrying yourself in a soft and gentle manner is something that you should always be doing. And if that man cannot handle that, then he does not deserve any more of your femininity, any more of your energy. He definitely does not deserve your submission because he's already proven that he cannot handle your femininity, okay? When me and my husband had our first date, I've always been the type to ask what I'm expected to bring before I go on a date, okay? I've never been one to go Dutch. I've never been one to pay for a man that I was not in a relationship with to do anything, okay? So I always tell women that, ask the man, well, what should I bring?
This woman had me spend like $300
and if he
on our first date.
Talking about you need to bring your money and you need to bring your purse, I'm going to say this because, it's 2023. Ma'am, sis, cousin, if that rests well with your soul and your spirit, then, feel free to pursue that. As for me, that never sat well with me, and that would be the end of our conversations, okay? So, and by doing that, I feel like I'm setting a precedent to let you know, like, no, I'm looking for a provider. I'm looking for a man who wants to take the lead and take charge. And if he's not willing to do that, no beef to you, sir. You're not the man for me. Okay. When I don't think I even made it out the car. My husband was on the other side, opening the door, walking me in the restaurant. We get to the restaurant. It was like an hour and a half wait. So he slipped the lady 20 or 50. I don't know what he gave her. But we went to the table right away. That might not mean a
Big
lot.
player ish over here, my boy.
That might not mean a lot for everybody, but I know that that's the kind of life that I want. So that's the kind of man that I'm going to go for. And now if he wouldn't have been providing those things, then that would have been it. There would be no
Listen,
Miss
man,
Mono right
as
now.
men, a man should want to be men. Yeah, I
that's a
saw that
good
question. I'm about to but
That's a
men
good
should
one.
want to be men. Like, this is one thing I don't like of the things that's happening. What is the woman bringing to the table? Listen, I don't need a woman. I ain't
the
worried
table.
about what a woman brings to the table, except submission, cooperation,
And a pretty
like,
face.
and that's subjective to folks.
true,
like 100, bro. Like, if a man is asking what you bring to the table, how much money you got? No,
He's a
no.
homosexual.
Listen, now, I'm not saying because of the world we live in, sometimes you might have to have both parties working. You might have to. Like, I mean, we live in America. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But your man should always want, their goal should be for my wife to be able to stay at home, keep house, and raise our children.
And let me say, so I did have to work when we first got married. But when I came home, the house was clean, dinner was cooked. I didn't really have to do anything. And I have to give my husband all props for that. Because even when I was working outside the home, it was always balanced. Like, he's always been a great partner. So if I wasn't home, he was handling things at home. But now that I am at home and I can focus, totally on home, he's handling the income.
Sister JoJo, we thank you for all your questions and comments, because obviously, I mean, I think it would definitely bless other folks. But the one question said, what are your insights on men having multiple relationships with women? I'm going to speak. No, yeah, you can speak after I speak. Just make sure your thoughts align. I think it's nothing wrong with men having multiple women at all, multiple wives, shall I say. I think this is biblical, but also I definitely think that there's responsibilities that come with that. And a lot of times we look at it as purely sex. And I think a lot of people some people entertaining multiple women have no need to be entertaining multiple women. You're not financially capable. You're not a leader. You don't know how to lead a home. You don't know how to keep these women in check, how to deal with the children. You ain't got... Listen, it takes a special kind of man, especially in this captivity, to deal with such things. Now, I do believe in these end times, like, it's going to be apparent. I mean, the scripture talks about it. I mean, it's prophecy that it's going to happen. And I think that a lot of these women need coverings. And it's going to be hard on both parties because we weren't raised in an Israelite community where this is normal for our women, that it's normal for our men. Even I talk to my wife, it's like if the Lord leads that way, like, no, it's this strange to me too. Like, I show up to my mama's house, hey, this my wife, and hey, this my wife, and hey, this my wife. Like, that'll be weird for me too. But I feel that we have to, I think this is one of the things that we should worry less about. And when it happens, it happens. If it leads, it leads. Like, I ain't gonna lie, in my home, we could definitely benefit from some extra help over here because all the things that we got going on. But also, like, Are we ready for this? Are we listen, man? There's a whole lot to go in this, and I hate that this conversation takes place so much because majority of our people aren't even in situations where this conversation should even be had. Like, hey, man, I ain't rich, but I'm saying I'm probably doing better than most Israelite men in the community. I'm talking about straight up uh known Israelites. Practicing Israelites, practicing walking this thing out, living this thing. And I'm probably doing financially better than
A lot.
90%.
Praise the Lord. A lot.
It is. Listen, man, I think it's something, I definitely think it's lawful. I definitely think that there are benefits to it, but I also believe that we're having this conversation prematurely for most people who even live that life or folks who even think about living that life. Man, if you and your spouse in an apartment and y'all sharing one car, like this this ain't nothing. If sometime your cable cut off, if this ain't even nothing you should even think about. Like, it's not. And then we look at it as like, oh, well, we bring another woman in and she can bring another income. If that's your mindset, we've already failed.
Right.
The man
I'm trying to start a stable.
is the provider. Now, once this, you have multiple women and you don't even have a business. You don't have businesses for these women to run. And it's predicated off all of these women having jobs, then you, sir, have failed. You don't have multiple women and the kids are still going to public school, learning about Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving and reindeers and Valentine's Day, then you, sir, have failed. Now I'm building businesses and now I have stuff. All right, you help run this business. You help run this business. Okay, you teach the kids and you, now you got something to talk about, man. So yes, it's definitely lawful. It's definitely okay. Definitely not sin. But listen, majority of the people who talking about it shouldn't even be thinking about it. It's all praise to the Most High.
So, from the woman's perspective, now you said relationships, so I'm not sure if you're talking about dating or marriage. But as far as dating, I feel like that's what dating is supposed to be. Like, I feel like dating are just supposed to be kind of concentrated friendships. Like, I may spend more time with this person, and we're trying to see how that goes. And so, as long as you're open and honest with everyone involved, then I don't see a problem with this. Um, as far as getting married, I advise my sisters be very clear on what you want before you start even courting. Because what I don't like is I don't like when I hear from women who are already in these situations and they were manipulated, felt like they were lied to or tricked into accepting another wife or two or three more wives. That's what's heartbreaking about this. And I hate to say that I have not heard a story from a woman in a polygamous marriage that makes me say, oh, this is something that I want to try, or this is something that I have not heard any woman have that testimony yet. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I just don't feel like my husband said, I don't feel like we're in the shape to be exploring that when we haven't even gotten one and one down. Like, we can't even handle a relationship with one other person. And for the woman, now you're dealing with other women. Okay, we know how difficult we can be. So I feel like you as a woman need to know when you're dating this man how you feel about polygyny, and stand on that.
Well, I want to say this. Let me back off what you're saying. That's good in like in kind of like having a mindset, but at the end of the day, we don't know. It's kind of like you watch a show, and this chick married the dude and whoop de whoop, and now he's going into ministry, but she's saying, "Oh my goodness, I never wanted to go in ministry." Well, there's not a woman can't control that. It just is what it is. Period. And I'm not saying that in no kind of way or to lead the witness, but a woman can't. You can't control what the Most High puts, what call, what
No,
what
but
actions he puts on a
right.
man, but also with the right man, it's all gonna work out because the man is not going to listen if he's sneaking around, if he just popping up. Hey, here's a new chick. No, none of that is gonna happen. Not with a righteous man. No, this righteous man. No, yes, you didn't want to go into ministry, but now that the Most High is pushing that man into ministry, well, guess what? That man has already helped prep the family. He's already done. He's already done with the whoop. So when he makes that step, the family is already in order. And this also goes back to like what I said and what wifey reiterated. For most people, this shouldn't even be a conversation. It should be the last thing we thinking about. Because majority of our folks ain't nowhere close to even being in this situation, period.
Okay, but let me
at
just,
all. Go
if
ahead.
you don't mind, before you keep going, I do want to say this. Yes, even it like we enter our marriage agreeing on monogamy. Okay, we came into the truth, and we understand that polygyny is lawful and biblically sound. We get that, but I feel that, and it has been my experience in our marriage, that when God is leading my husband towards something, I'll usually get a heads up. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord will let me know, like, okay, this thing is coming. Like when it was time for my husband to kind of fully put on his pastor anointing, I kind of knew it. Like I felt like God was already kind of dealing with me to be prepared for him to kind of take that role. And that's another reason why we should be praying, women, so that the Lord can deal with us with what he's about to do in our husbands. So I feel like you as a wife would get a heads up. Like the Most High ain't going to just, spring it on you like that.
Yeah, well,
I think I don't. In my experience, that's been my
I
experience.
agree. But like I said, also is the husband's job to prepare. To prepare. So what is most high? What the Most High uses people. So the husband is preparing. It's not like okay.
So you think the husband will just be springing some news on the wife?
No, that's exactly the opposite of what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, listen, let's say I'm going into pastoralship. It ain't like, oh, the Most High came and dropped this on you, and now you just all on one accord and on board. No, he prepares the husband, and the husband prepares the wife and the family. And so now when it comes, the family is prepared. It all starts with the Most High putting whatever he puts on the husband, and the husband prepares the family. And that's really just what it boils down to in all situations. We ain't talking about polygyny. We ain't talking about
right.
just
And
pastoralship
everything, yeah.
and business and whoop the whoop. Ain't no just psych your mind. We here now. No, there's preparedness.
Right.
There's preparedness that comes along.
Purpose in building a stable life to thrive in this world is always the first goal for sure. But just seeing a lot of content out here on the topic.
Yeah. But see, this is also the problem. We have too much content on the topic,
In the opposite
and
direction.
we ain't got. Where's all the content on the businesses? Where's all the content on the land that we own? Where is all the content? Okay, you got these multiple. Where's the schools? Where's the schools? Where's the homeschool location where people can come and drop their kid? No, you talking about multiple wives, nigga? For what? I'm not talking about you, sir. I'm not talking about you, but I'm just saying, like, where they had multiple wives for a reason, not just because you got multiple chicks to have sex with, but you ain't got nothing for them to do. They all got to get up at 7 in the morning and go work a job. You still got to take your kids to daycare.
That ain't right.
You still gotta, y'all don't own nothing. Y'all ain't got that. No, bro, that ain't, no. We need less conversations about multiple wives and more conversations about multiple businesses.
Fact. Oh, let's
Multiple shit to do with your money. Multiple goddamn streams of income. Let's talk about that first. You need those things before you talk about multiple women. What the hell they gonna run? What they gonna run? To McDonald's?
They mouth.
They mouth?
Should people be signing contracts with the government to validate their marriage?
We talked about this.
Yeah,
we talked about this a little
earlier.
earlier. I'm not saying that you need a piece of paper to be married. That's the Most High don't care nothing about none of that. But we live in Great Babylon, and so guess what? If something happens to you, sir, do you want people? Do you want your mama, your cousin, your sister, whoever next of kin fighting, trying to tell your wife who you're married to? The Most High knows you married. But now she can't even legally make any preparations. She can't do what me and my wife know.
She can't go to the hospital and get information on you because she's not legally your wife.
So now your mama, who ain't in the truth, I'm not saying you, I'm just talking
In general.
in general. Your mama, who ain't in the truth, now gets to do whatever she wants with your money, with your finances, with your house, with your car,
everything you
with your
built.
kid, anything you want.
Well,
because
not the kid.
well, not the kids, but let's say it ain't your wife kid.
Right.
But
You never know.
but because there is no legally binding contract for Great Babylon system, we live in this system, you guys, and we must understand that. We live in this system. So we got to operate in this system. No, this ain't got jack to do with what the Most High feel. You sleep with this woman, the Most High acknowledges this as your woman. This your wife. And you can't leave her. You're in sin. America don't care nothing about that. So when you die, and she's saying, oh no, my husband don't need this elaborate funeral. No, he wanted me to split the money between all the kids and woo-de-woo, but you never gave this woman a piece of paper that Great Babylon needs. So the mama, who's your birth mama, it all defaults to her. And she already thought you was in the cult. She already don't agree with none of this stuff. I'm keeping all the money to myself, man. I'm going to donate it to my church. My pastor prophesied to me.
Let me address this comment. Contacts, POA, living wills. And this is what people don't realize. It's still government paperwork. You still have to go through the same government that you didn't want to get a marriage contract from to do contracts, POAs, living wills, and all this other stuff.
It's the same.
All of that is included in a marriage certificate. I'm married to this man. If anything happened to him, all I have to do is take that marriage certificate. We ain't digging up no wills, which can be contested. We're not digging up no other contracts, which can be contested. The only thing that cannot be contested is that marriage certificate.
Listen to me. If a man is willing to do any of these other paperworks that was just listed, there's all these other contracts,
Then he can do that.
that is still only recognized by America, United States. Woo-de-woo. Now, if a man is doing this, I ain't gonna trip out on y'all. If a man is doing this because Do any of these other things make a man give up 50% of his money? Now, if you can do a contract POA, living will, if you can do that, it's still, if something happens to you, still give this woman her, you know what I'm saying, her just due, gives her license to
No.
do whatever. Well, I ain't gonna say no.
If you we shacking up for 9 years.
No,
and
I'm
all
saying
you,
we have this living will, we have these contracts, we got the woo. Hey, if something happened to me, this woman in charge, with the bam, with the whoop, hey, I want this amount to go to my kids, all right, bam, this portion go to this child, this
So
child, that child.
a living well is only like a healthcare directive. It's if something happens to me, I give this person permission to make these decisions about my life, and this is how I want my healthcare to go. But when
Okay, a regular will, you can say who you want what to go to and
in
how.
a regular will, yes, but that's after you're dead. The living will is for while you're still alive and what you want to happen as far as your health care.
No, all I'm saying is this. If a nigga choose unwisely and you marry the chick and then she divorce you just to get 50% of your stuff, I can get why men like one of our good friends, Will, is very suspect about those things, especially when you got something. Now, you ain't got nothing, man. They ain't signed the paperwork. Nigga. You ain't got jack anyway. You had a one-bedroom apartment when she met you. That's all you got anyway. She ain't trying to get that Toyota Corolla. Nigga. Listen, bro.
You don't want that Toyota Corolla.
Thanks. But also at the end of the day, I do understand, and we can't take this out of the conversation, that you have women who will do these things. Hey, remember Janet Jackson married that man? And he said,
Had that baby and snuck off with $500 million.
No, if you stay with me for 5 years
And have a baby. That was the thing.
you get
Yeah.
$500 million. Then as soon as they hit 5 years, she got
And
divorced.
she had that baby and she was gone. Yeah.
Soon as they hit 5 years, got divorced. So what I'm saying is, if there's legal ways to protect your family and also protect yourself, if this woman just on some bump you stuff, I don't see any problem with that.
Well, that's a prenup. That's a prenup. If you're not choosing the person, if you're not trusting, the person that you marry, then you have them sign a prenup. That's how Janet Jackson got all that money. That was a prenup.
Right. But at the end of the day, man,
But
how many of our people is even prenup worthy? Like, I'm doing very well in life. I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe if I was single right now, you think I'm prenup worthy now?
Yes, you own a home.
Yeah, I'm prenup.
And you own multiple businesses.
Yeah, I'm prenup worthy now.
God forbid anything happen to me.
Hand clap to me, bro. I'm prenup worthy now, my life. Sheesh.
Not by yourself.
No, well, I'm saying if something happened to you, I'm prenup
Yahweh
worthy.
forbid.
Yahweh forbid. I'm prenup worthy in these streets. Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
Lord, help, please.
Nah, for real.
Please help, Lord, this man. Hold on, wait. Let's go up. We gotta.
Hey, man. Hey, y'all, we here way longer than we supposed to be. I'm trying to get some.
Sir. People who present prenups for marriage be in it for the wrong reasons, in my opinion. Definitely gotta know who you're with. You don't see a lot of long-term relationships based off of love. Yeah, because I don't honestly. Love is cannot be the basis of a relationship.
Marriage has always been a contract, man. And this is what we got to understand, even when we go back biblical. Like when, you know what I'm saying, even when Rachel and Leah, who's the husband here?
Jacob.
Jacob. He worked
7 years.
7 years.
And still got duped.
To get this woman.
No, he worked 14 years for Rebecca.
No, but
Rachel, excuse me.
He worked for some years to get Rachel, but then the daddy did some slick stuff. You know what I'm saying? But then the man worked another some to go and get the woman he really wanted. So now he had two wives. You know what I'm saying? Like, marriage has always been contractual. It's always been that way. We just now look at it differently now because of, listen, marriages took place to join these
Families.
two families to, hey, what's best, what's
There's
beneficial.
always a reason.
No, you had to go through the father, not because, no, it's, nigga, y'all broke. No, you can't even provide for my daughter. No, disapproved. Like, it's always been contractual. We just take it different now because we ain't even worried about the contract. We ain't even worried about the contract no more. No, we just sticking and
Well, when you've convinced one party of the contract that they don't have to uphold their end anymore, and I'm going to say women have been convinced that we don't have to uphold our end of the marriage contract as far as our gender roles, our traditional roles as a wife.
Then
What do you have?
Fact. So, like, man, we got to do better. We got to do better, man, with understanding what marriage is, and then take it more serious when we doing the dating aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like 100. We got to do it more better with the dating aspect. This is just like I said, what we teach our kids. You go on a one date with this person. You find out he an atheist and you have a strong relationship with God. There's no reason for date two.
None at all.
You want to wait until marriage for sex? They don't. There's no reason for date three. We have a daughter who's every relationship she's been in has ended. And I'm talking about dudes who we've liked, who's came to our homes, who
They was all right.
you know,
Nah.
well, a couple of them, no, we
Nah.
like, no, none of them has been bums. Like
No, none of them have been bums.
No,
they're all good dudes on paper.
Good, hey, honor roll, you in the same top of the
Scholarships.
class,
Yeah.
scholarships, great athletes and football players, loving the Lord, all these great things. But at the end of the day, they want some booty. Yeah, hey, this one might have lasted 2 years. This one might have lasted a year. But at the end of the day, it all came down
Always
to
ends with that.
I need some booty. But, you know what I'm saying? So if that's a no-go for you, if you saying until I'm married, no, I'm not. And this person telling you, no, Charlotte, I need some. Like, I'm cool with doing 10 dates before I get some. And if you know you waiting until marriage, then there's no reason for continuing the dates because now your heart get involved. Now your feelings, your emotions, all those things get involved. Bro, stop. Stop. No reason. Because we give people too much of our time who don't deserve our time. And then we wonder why 10 years later we got 2 kids and saying I married the wrong person. This is how we all get stuck because we weren't taught the importance of dating. The importance of dating is to go through your checklist and see who can't be mine and cross them Negroes off. No, you think it's about a free meal. You think it's about some cooties, some heads, some goddamn, who gonna take me on expensive trips? No, you supposed to be seeing these is all the things I want in a spouse. Oh, you don't even believe in God? Nope. Can't be with you. Oh, you want sex after you willing to wait 30 days, but that's it? Nope. Can't be with you. Oh, you don't believe in Jesus. You believe in Old Testament only, but I believe in Christ. Nope. Can't be with you. Oh, you a Muslim. Nope, can't be with you. Oh, you're prejudiced. Nope, can't be. We've been taught that these things don't matter no more. And this is why we're leading in divorce rates and things of that nature.
And let me just say this. For my sisters, we have a tendency to mistake sex for love. especially if he's good at it. Okay, it will have you thinking that you are all in love with him. Sure. It will have you thinking that you are all in love, and then you wind up having these children, so same thing for us. Like as soon as you realize that you and this brother is not moving in the same direction, you can't follow this man's vision. He could never be a leader of you and your children. You need to leave him alone before you put yourself in an even worse position.
Good.
Same thing. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I tell my daughters to get a marriage license. That's what I advise my daughters.
LOL. Read the comments.
LOL, man, I got a daughter. I think about this all the time about her getting into a relationship. I'm not ready with how these new kids being brought up.
Bro, listen to me.
I'm so scared for my sons to start dating.
Listen, she worried about the sons.
Well, because the girls is already like old enough.
I got 6 daughters, and all of them are. How old, Chloe? She's 17 still?
17.
She'll be 18 in
18
October.
in October.
So all of my daughters, all of
the
our
crap,
daughters
they
are
all
18
grown.
plus. 6 on, right? But
Help me, Lord.
all praise to the Most High. We ain't got nan babies.
Praise the Lord. 3 of them are still virgins. Well, 4?
I can't speak to it. I don't know.
I know. The mama knows. So I can safely say. Please don't do that.
No, I'm
Don't
just
do that. Our daughters have not given me a reason not to believe.
No, I'm not
when
saying
they say that they
I'm
are
saying,
virgins.
hey, man, we can have 6 virgins. We can have 5 virgins. We can have 4 virgins. I don't know, and I'm going to put my life on it. I'm just saying that. Listen, we ain't got
their mom.
We ain't
I'm
got
just
no
going
babies.
to say, as far as I have been told, and as far as I believe, 4 of our daughters have graduated from high school or are about to graduate from high school, make their ways to college, and have not known a man. So for that, I want to salute them. I mean, talk about that right now.
So all I'm saying is we got 6 daughters and we have no children. We have no serious. We
just dealt with a breakup.
we've had serious boyfriends, but only a few. But at the end of the day, like our daughters is raised correctly. I ain't saying they can't go out here and mess up. I ain't saying they can't go out here and slip or woo.
We're all human.
As of now,
As for what they've been taught.
we got 6. We sit for 6 in here. Wow, praise. We got 3 sons. Only one of them is teenagers. Our oldest will be 16.
And he is, listen, y'all.
He'll
oh
be
my
16
gosh.
next month.
The heart attack, like, it's one thing to deal with your daughters, but when you think about your son or your bonus son out here dealing with these girls, I've been going through it. Let me tell you.
Dante Jr. is 16, man, and he's very much his daddy's son. And I was out here, ladies' man. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep
This
him
guy.
from being out here in these streets, man. He's in the truth. Like all of our sons are walking in this truth. And listen, my son just texted me yesterday, like, because one of his sister's birthday. Hey, Dad, I know we don't do birthday, woo, you know what I'm saying? But is it okay for me to acknowledge it, let my sister know, like, all praise to the Most High for another year? No, he checking the meat. No, is this pork? Is this, like, all praises to the Most High, man. I can't. Listen, our sons are all in the truth, but also, like I said, at the end of the day, man, it's hard out here. Y'all, we got to raise these kids right. And we're teaching our children, no slight to anything. My wife was a product of a single-parent household. We teach our children.
And we don't want that. No more of that.
We teach our children, man, to date. No, date people that come from a 2-parent household. Date people who come from Bible-believing families.
Peace, shalom, and shalom.
Listen, me and this woman had to go through A whole bunch of stuff. Because of me coming from a two-parent household, her not coming from a two-parent household, there are some things that I just understood. Like I said, my sister, me, myself, and my brother, like, we was taught how to be husbands. My sister, although she was taught how not to need a man, but she was taught how to be a wife. So I remember even when she started dating her now husband, when she started dating him at like 15 years old and at 16, and people who saw in her making his plate at picnics, at barbecues or whatever, they looking at her like, girl, why you doing that
that's
for
what I
him?
was about to say. My mother would have never let me do that.
Why you doing that
My
for him?
mother would have been like, what is wrong with you? That is not your husband. Yeah, my mother would have never let me do that.
But at the end of the day, this is the only man she's ever known. And been with him since 15 years old. And then they got married and now they have kids together. There's no kids outside of wedlock. There's no, this or that. Like, there's nothing wrong with training up our children to be wives. To be, hey, coming to America. Hey, remember when we went around and said, they trained this woman from the jump.
When the father presented her, talking about she'll be obedient to you.
Hey, what do you like to eat? Whatever you like.
No,
Kind of
I am
music
not
you like
telling
to-
anybody to do
Whatever
that.
you
No,
like.
don't do that.
That's what you need to do.
No, you don't.
Train these women up, man. Whatever you like. Bark like a dog. Earth, a big dog.
Oh, well, you see what he did. He left her and went and got him
Yeah.
a queen from Queens, didn't he?
Yeah.
He
had
left
problems.
that one.
He had problems with her talking back and stuff, not being submissive. Yeah, he should have got ain't stuck with the one
I don't
who
remember
knew
all
how to
that.
got
No, she wasn't
with
giving
the
him
woman.
all them problems.
She run
It was
around.
the soul
She
glow.
had another
No,
nigga.
her
Did she not
dad-
have
no,
another nigga?
Her dad,
Soul glow.
her dad wanted
Was she-
her to be with the soul glow man.
Hey, guess what?
So she would have been
Was she
obedient to
smashing?
her dad.
Was she smashing the soul glow man? Yes, they was smashing.
How
Guess
you
what?
know?
That nigga from Africa, that chick from Africa, she ain't never known another man. And she only knew whatever he wanted him to be. What he wanted. No, man. Get you whatever you like.
Don't listen to him, y'all. Do not listen to him, okay?
Listen to me.
Please do not be sitting up there telling me whatever you like.
Let the
Don't do
OG talk.
that. Don't do that.
And,
Let me tell
and he
y'all- no.
worthy.
Let me-
He was worthy of
So
that
let me tell y'all
position.
this story.
This
Something
nigga was a
that,
prince
something
of
that
Zamunda.
surprised me about my husband, okay? Because when we got together, I was already working as a surgical tech. I had finished my nursing prerequisites and I was getting ready to go get my nursing license, okay? But I was at that age, I was almost 35. We had got married and I knew I wanted a son. And I said, if we have kids, I don't want to work anymore. I want to stay home and raise my kids. So years later, he winds up telling me, I ain't never wanted a woman with no drive. I don't need you to want to have no career or nothing. And I was just like, what? Like, I didn't realize that you was thinking like this. Like, you don't hear most men think like that.
That's false. You hear men think like that. Listen, a man who's really a man do not really care. Like, we hear rich men say it all the time. Hey, Kevin Samuels used to say it all the time. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. A real man don't give a crap how much money you make. Because guess what? That's not your job. So, like, all praises if you got some income, but like, I'm not looking for you for that because I'm a man's man and I understand that I'm the provider. I'm not looking for you for that. I'm looking for your submission, your respect, your goddamn willingness to cooperate.
Keep yourself looking like something.
Sex.
All the time.
Keep yourself looking like something. And sex. And
Why you said
keep
that
yourself
twice?
looking like something and sex.
3 times.
Like, I'm not looking for you for none of that other stuff. That's my job. Just like you looking for a man with sensitivity. That's the problem. Y'all keep looking for sensitivity in niggas, and then y'all keep getting it. And then when he take some booty, take some...
So let's
Anyway,
get to the comments. Question for Og. My brother is struggling with being a ladies' man but coming into the truth. So what made you stop being a ladies' man?
Age. Listen to me.
Really?
A man is never gonna
nothing
stop
about me,
being.
huh?
Listen, man. A man is.
I ain't had nothing to do with it.
Can I answer the sister's question? Listen, man. A man is a lady's. Let me just be real with y'all. I'm gonna be frank. Let me be frank.
Not Anne Frank. Frank White. How about that?
I'm gonna be frank with y'all. Listen, man. A man loves women. If he's heterosexual, he's always gonna love women. It just is what it is. It's just point blank, period. What changes is, and I, as much as my wife would love to hear, the love that I have for this beautiful princess that's over here next to me, and I do. I got plenty love for her. Like the best thing that ever happened to me. But that does not mean that I wouldn't love some other women. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that in no kind of crazy way. But when you understand the laws of the Most High, when you start understanding this truth, then you know, then sex is just not enough to take on another woman. And real talk, as much as like, ooh, I love to hit that. That's not enough to, no, you know this is marriage now. This, as fine as you is, as big as a booty as that is, as big as them boobs sitting up and they perky and all that good stuff. No, if I sleep with you, I'm committed to you. And if not, then I'm committing adultery.
Do you think that's easier for you to have that position now that you're married and we have a healthy sex life? Like, do you think that if...
Oh, no, 100. Oh, well, I'm saying right now, if I was in the truth and I was not married, I'm telling you right now, I probably have 10 wives. I'm going
10?
10. 5. At
Damn.
Least. 5.
Oh, 5. Oh, cut it in half.
Totally down. 5. I have 5.
Well, give yourself 2 days off a week?
No, I'm 5. No days off. God, I don't need no days
Anyway.
off. 5. But because of who I am and knowing the truth, it's kind of like, bro, I'm not the person that's gonna tell you that bacon don't smell good. Nigga, what? Nigga, hey, that bacon on a cheeseburger, bro. Nigga, what? Nigga, I'm not the nigga that's gonna tell you, bro, that nigga lobster, what? A good lobster tail and some butter and
popcorn shrimp,
garlic.
Ooh, what?
Listen, now, I understand it's disgusting now because I understand the laws of the Most High, but I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that like, ooh, I look at bacon now and so, oh my gosh, even I just see bacon, I just want to throw up. No, I won't throw up if you try to offer me this sin because I'm not walking in sin at all. But I ain't gonna tell you that my flesh is like, oh my gosh, I just detest the sight of lobster and crab legs. No, it don't. But my spirit detests it because I know it's sin. And this is the same thing with us as men. Bro, that booty always gonna look good. Them boobs always gonna look good. That pretty hair, that beautiful face, them luscious lips, that's always gonna look good. But you ain't my wife. And I'm not about to just dive in some coochie. I can't walk away the next day. I can't walk away the same day and be like, this chick don't exist.
No more one night stands.
No, it can't be. It can't be that. So guess what? Now, and it makes it easier when you have the beautiful lips and eyes and face and beautiful hair and
Thank you.
boobs and booty.
But we're addressing the single men now. Can you help them, please?
Hey, single man, find your woman, bro, and wife her up. It ain't gotta take 2 years. Prove her. Prove her. Find a woman that wants all the stuff you want. Nigga, if you like big boobs, don't go get you a woman that got little boobs. Cause guess what? Then when you
Gonna cheat.
you got that little boob woman, and then you start seeing big boobs, you're gonna be like, ooh, shoot. I like those big boobs. Man, find what you want, my boy. You got options out here. They out here.
Especially men.
They
Y'all
out here in a plethora, my boy.
y'all got a smorgasbord of options. I mean, from what I'm hearing, it's not a lot of good women out there. I don't know,
listen,
but I'm sure
I
y'all
don't-
got more options than the women.
I don't even believe in there ain't no good women out here, bro. Listen, man. I feel if men
Here we go. Now we talked about this before.
if men get themselves in order and they do what they supposed to do, and if you're the leader that you're supposed to be, bro, I believe you can make 99% of women,
99%.
98% of women into the woman you want them to be. Because guess what? All the women want the same thing, but they just need a leader to bring it out of them, bro. That's just point blank period. That's just point blank period. Listen, ain't no, she just too big. Don't save her, she don't want to be saved. It can't turn a hoe into a housewife, and that's false. There's plenty hoes that's been turned to housewives, and they be some great housewives.
How would you know?
All I'm saying is you share your testimony a lot.
Call me a hoe. Oh, okay.
You share your testimony a lot on this channel. And
I do. No,
and
no
we
cap.
have-
I do.
And we have a lot of people we know who listen, bro. You can turn a hoe into a housewife.
Shout out to the wife of Divine Lee. Thank y'all for watching us. Stay watching together.
Oh, praises, man. King 7, what going on, King? Listen, y'all. You can turn a hoe into a housewife. You can turn a non-believer into a believer. You can turn a woman that's not into the truth into the truth. That's the whole job of a man.
Oh, that's
If
good.
you a man and this woman don't become what you need her to be, then sir, you're slipping on your manism. It's the same way that the women who raising the children, them children become what she teach them to be. Because she's the leader. She's in charge. Listen, we follow Christ because he's in charge. Nigga, if we truly following him, we're going to become what he is. Listen, man, these women will become what you want them to become, but
They have to
you
be
gotta-
willing.
you got to be the leader.
And this is something me and him talk about all the time. They have to be willing. And so as a
But
woman,
a woman is always willing to the right man, is what I'm going to say.
I don't think so, honey.
I
Look at,
don't-
have you seen the conditions of people running around these days?
And then I'm going to say, let's look at the man that they with. Yes, he's still allowing her to walk around dressed like a harlot. He's still allowing her to, what is he leading her to? Is he leading her in the ways of the Most High? What is he doing spiritually?
But I
is
know
he
of-
teaching the Bible? Is he is he sitting her down? Is he leading by example? If he discussing, is he Bible studying with her? Is he walking this thing out? No,
you're
every
right.
person that we talking about,
Yeah.
it all falls back
and
on the
usually
man.
if the wife is just that out of line and rebellious, it's something going on with the husband.
If
So,
a woman,
yeah, you're right.
if a woman is that far out of line, then that man should never have took her past the first date, and no, she should not have got your Johnson placed inside of her to make her your wife. If she's that out of order,
That's true. That is true. I can't even say nothing about that. That's facts. For me personally, I get sick of the emptiness. Once I surrendered to the Most High, he completely shifted my heart. I'm coming up on 3 years celibate, and I tell you, it ain't easy. Wow. Like, shout out to you. Yes, that's Drew Mills.
I can never.
Woo!
I can
Shout out
never-
to that, brother.
I can never do it. Lord. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now. If I was single and still standing on my convictions of the Most High, nigga, I'm holding interviews. No, I'm holding
Speed dating.
No, yeah, I'm holding interviews. I'm holding interviews. No, we got to find her. We got to find her today, my man. No. Come here. No, you can't be her. No, you can't be her. Okay, you can be her. All right, we got 10 of y'all. Let's narrow it down. No, bro, you good.
Freaking
King.
tournament, a
No.
wife tournament.
Facts. They might well sign me up for one of them shows. Put me on BET.
The dating
Bro.
show.
Yeah, bro. Like that's who that? Drew Mills.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's respectable, King. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. You
That
better than
is.
me. 3 years? Shish. No, 3 months.
Shout out to you.
3
bro.
weeks. Nigga,
If
3
this man is married, and if we don't have sex for 3 days, it's
3
over.
days. 3 days. Nigga, what?
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? 3
No,
days
I mean,
to this man is like.
of course, when it's that time. But I'm saying, even if I was single, 3 years. Woo-wee. Boy, that's a lot of goddamn.
No, that is very
Boy,
impressive.
hey,
Please don't
the
ever let
most-
anybody take that from
The
you.
Most High is upon you, bro. No, bro, you should be raising people from the dead right now. Hey, greater
That man
works.
holy.
Hey, greater works than these shall I do. He was talking about you, my boy. He's talking about you, my boy. Then you should walk through the graveyard right now, boy, and start casting your shadow on and see what
Said, hey, I
happens.
needed it. Lust was definitely my thorn, still is.
No, bro. Listen to me. Hey, and what I want us to understand that lust, we've made lust. We look at lust in the Christianity mindset, bro. A lot of times, the way we was taught, a man is supposed to look at a beautiful woman and want her,
Facts.
except if she's married. If she's married,
You turn away. You don't see nothing.
this is a no-go. But listen, a man's supposed to want to want. Hold on, let's look at Adam. Why did the Most High goddamn give him a woman? He said, boy, it ain't good for a man to be alone. So no, we supposed to want these women, folks. And what I'm saying is, like, we keep trying to wait for the purpose. This will be my advice to single men who's living righteously out here. And listen, man, let's take the Christianity mindset out of it. Listen, no, you're supposed to want these women. You're supposed to want them. Then you just got to prove them first. Go on and check them out. Date as much as you can, bro. And find the one that's yours. Find her. Oh, she can be it. Prove her. Take her amongst your friends, your family, your aunt, your mama and them. Whoop the whoop. If it's her, listen, ain't no time frame. Ain't no goddamn.
We got married in 6 months.
We've been together for 2 years. Then whoop the whoop. No, bro, you're killing yourself, bro. I don't care if hey man, it could take a month. I ain't saying a month is good enough time, but I'm saying it could take 3 months. It could take 4 months. It take what? We was 6 months? Yeah. I mean, shoot, we got married. Well, I mean, we got married a lot before 6 months. But all praise to the Most High that no, I'm saying sex is marriage, so we got married a lot earlier than 6 months. But we still here together. We weren't in the truth then. We weren't in the truth then.
So
But
we was just fornicating.
all I'm saying is we wasn't fornicating. We stayed
For
together.
our mindset that we were in at that time.
You slept with anybody else as you slept with me?
No, never.
Exactly. So we got married.
So that was it.
That's it.
We just didn't know it yet.
We just ain't know we was
So
married.
technically, we've been married for 10 years.
So all I'm saying is, hey, King, find what you want and don't be. It's not a shame to go look for it. No, I'm looking for it. Hey, something happened to this
As
woman,
a
bro.
man, I
Something
just always felt like y'all had that liberty, whereas women didn't. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
something happened to this woman. I'm searching. I mean, for the probably 10 years, I'm gonna be in mourning. But after that's over,
God forbid something
I'm
happened to
searching.
me before him. I need all my sisters at the funeral to beat whatever hoe down is up there calling herself comforting him in my absence. Okay, at least wait until I'm good and in the ground for a week for y'all start coming over here trying to take my husband. Thank you.
well, I ain't talking about desire, fam. No, don't sleep with these women, huh? No.
He said he don't even remember like in the past.
No, I'm saying don't sleep with the women. No, don't sleep with the women, bro. I'm saying now that you in the truth, bro, go find the one so you can sleep again.
He said, I ain't talking about desire. So are you saying that you
no,
don't?
he's saying,
Maybe he's saying sex ain't a big deal for him no more.
all praises if it ain't, sir. No.
You can't relate?
I can't relate.
Look, Angelina, listen, Yahweh forbid something happen to me, baby. You better be right there and pluck that hoe right in the head. Sit right behind my husband, okay? Sit right behind him. And as soon as they come, just
Hey, man.
shoo them on the way.
I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a lot of empty space needs to be filled. I'm just playing with.
No, this is not funny.
Hey y'all, at the end of the day, man, I love y'all. We've been on here for almost 3 hours. I know it's y'all sample for him, but we got some things to attend to upstairs.
All you trying to do is get me in a bed.
You know?
Yeah, but I'm just
Listen, if anybody is single, please don't listen to anything that we're speaking of.
yeah, strike that last comment from the record.
But for you good and holy married people,
Yes, at least a week, 7 down.
no.
At least a week.
No, longer. I'll be in mourning way longer than
Look
a
at
week.
please.
No, I'm gonna be mourning for years.
Yeah,
No,
right.
I'm not
On the
about to-
inside.
No, yeah, no, it's gonna be hurt. And all the rest of the chicks, they gonna you feel bad. I'm gonna be talking about you all the time, like how great you
Whatever.
are. I'm not saying I'm
Please.
about to be single for years, but I'm just saying
Years,
like,
a year.
no, like they still gonna have to deal with your picture. They gonna have to. Hey, no, my chick maybe my wife made fried eggs every morning, son. I won't. No, I love the yolk runny like my wife, like Ray did it. The wife of Mono. You can't be the wife of Mono. Oh.
See, so you should just live without.
Yeah, I'm gonna have 10. I'm gonna have 10 on to make one.
Oh my goodness! Listen, no. So I know we were supposed to continue our conversation. I feel like we kind of covered, some
Don't
of that
be
stuff,
Kiki
but not at all. And I always for my married women, listen, prayer and fasting, okay? But for my single sisters, this is why I be talking to y'all so much because we don't like to admit it, and I probably, I'm gonna get boozed for saying this, but you kind of have to understand, like, once you marry a man and agree to submit to that man, like, more than not, he's right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to decisions that need to be made, options going around the house, that man gets the final say. And you have to prove that man. You have to ensure that you're okay with this man's leadership before you get into that marriage, or now you're leading yourself in a life of sin because now you're rebelling against your husband. This is why I'm so on y'all single women about making the right choices from the beginning.
Good, 100. I agree, but also I'm going to say as men, likewise. We teach this to our women often, and I think it's the problem. We only teach it to our women, and we need to teach our men the same thing. Make the right choices from the jump. Like, hey, bro, every woman don't deserve your peen, bro. Every woman don't deserve you,
Your time, your energy, your
Listen,
manners, your chivalry.
If she now, I'm not gonna say, and this is twofold because now if you Himothy, I ain't gonna lie to you. If we was giving advice, and I don't mean to put you out there like that, but if one of our sons was dealing with you in your past, like when I met you, you probably would tell your sons to leave her alone. You would have told Paxton to leave you alone.
When we started dating?
When we was dating. Yes, come on now. Let's not be.
What do you mean, because I had kids?
No, I'm talking about your attitude, the way you reacted when it came to things, when situations occurred, how you responded to
The
some
woman
things.
I am now would definitely, yes, I would definitely.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You would definitely have told Joel's son to
Leave her where she at, baby.
leave her alone.
You ain't got to deal with that attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the You know what I'm saying? I'm a big, you know what I'm saying, space age pimping out here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What in the MJG?
no.
No, that is not what we're
No,
doing.
but what I'm saying is there are certain women that it take a certain level of man, a certain task of man
Absolutely.
to. Everybody ain't fit for this. You
No,
told me
absolutely
many
not.
times, like, I'd have been left me alone.
Oh, facts. I'd have left me. Yes, I
But
would have
guess
left
what?
me.
Hey man, now we present to some and introduce to others. The wife of
Facts.
Mono that stands
Absolutely.
before you.
And I never I never am hesitant to give my husband his props about that. He totally it was, of course with the help of the Most High, but it was his hand that molded me into the woman that I am today. And we was 10 years ago, 32. 30, 31, 32. You know what I'm saying? So we're not talking about he was older than me or anything like that. Like I was just ready.
she's older than me.
Here we go. I was
She's
just
older than me.
ready
Cougar.
and willing. 2 weeks being born before you were born does not make me a cougar. Please stop saying that.
Cougar.
Anyway.
I need to put a cougar sound on this board. That ain't it.
Exactly. Buzz you. You made me forget what I was saying, but what I was saying was, yes, I was ready and willing to be molded into the wife that he needed me to be. So, I think that's a big part of it too. Like we have to realize how much we need to change, but that's another show for another time because it's almost been
Definitely,
3
yeah.
hours. It is 11
Hey man,
p.m.
Sabbath Night Live, man. We gonna probably start going on Fridays, man, and just discussing with folks on Sabbath Night Live. You know what I'm saying? Having a good time. Discussing some things. We'll talk about real issues. And if y'all got some content that y'all want us to talk about, some questions, we appreciate all the questions that came in tonight. We pray that we can help you guys, man. Listen, we don't just do this for the camera. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Like, no, we really in love. We really love each other. This really a healthy marriage over here, man. They're my best friend. And this is I'm the king around here, and this is the queen or the princess.
Princess,
Yeah, the
please
princess.
do not call me queen. I hate that.
The princess over here, the Most High, man, submissive woman, and it don't mean we don't have our ups and downs. Hey, we ain't scared to share our testimonies. We not scared to talk about our ups and downs. Hey, even if a question that y'all got on and it applies to what we dealing with, nah, we ain't got no problems addressing that, man. So please let us help. Let us help y'all that's single. Let us help y'all that's married or dating, but still having struggles, still having issues. Listen, bring y'all questions here, man. We family. We family, man. Ain't no judgment. Ain't no judgment. None of that. No, listen, y'all don't know what we came through. No, you talking about, no, we got busted TVs in our past. We got cars that had dents in them. You know what I'm
This
saying?
what we doing?
Golf clubs been taking the cars and you know what I'm saying? Doors off the hinges and no.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I bet you don't. No, we done been through things in our lifetime. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just tell y'all, the stuff that he talking about, I did it. I'm gonna just come out and tell y'all, I did it. It was me because I did not know how to control my temper. I did not know how to. I didn't understand that just because we have a disagreement or we're in an argument right now, that it doesn't mean that it's over. It's not a disaster. Nobody's leaving. We're just having a disagreement. I did not understand that.
My bags my drawers and closet have been empty many a time.
Many a times. I done threw it
put
out.
And
then my dumb behind got to go back out there and pick it up. Like, that's what taught me the lesson. I remember the last time I did it. We had gotten an argument, and I was taking the pictures off the living room wall. I took the curtains down. Like, I was taking all my stuff, and I'm leaving. And then the next day after we had made up, oh, no, my dumb ass got to go and clean all this stuff up and never again, okay? I got it after that. Like, I'm not leaving, he not leaving. So why do I keep
Yeah.
taking myself through this. So yeah, please, sisters, save yourself that stress. Don't be tearing everything up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, me too. Listen, I'm just saying, listen, we've been there, you guys. So we're going to start building. We thank y'all for tuning in. We sorry for taking such a break when it comes to both of us being on cam. Um, but this is another reason why I just retired from music today. My album just came out today, you guys. But I'm retiring because I feel the Most High pushing me. I feel there's a need for the teaching. There's a need for the example. There's a need for. Um, I feel like the Most High is saying He needs greater from me. The people need it, and so that's what we're gonna focus on from here on out, man. But
Oh, let me hold it. Can you get it? The glare. It's
let the OG talk, man. It's out right now. If everybody who can,
It's on Spotify. It's on all
No,
your streaming
no,
platforms.
it's on all your streaming platforms. I need everybody to go to iTunes.
Well, Drew Mills is asking if it's on Spotify.
Yes,
That's
it's on
why.
Spotify. It's on everything. Monolog, my God, Monolog, my God.
Nagad.
Put my stuff on there.
Okay, yes, sir.
Monolog, my God. Let the OG talk. If you can go to iTunes and pay the $10 and leave a review and comments, these are the things that we got to do, y'all, to propel truth music to the forefront. Man, we made it to like the number 55 spot on iTunes today, man. The number 55 best-selling album in the world on today. I don't know if it reached any higher than that, but we can do these things to propel our message to the forefront. And we got to do this not just for my album, but for all of our brothers and sisters that make dope truth music. Let's do these things. But go and order it on iTunes. Now, you can stream it wherever you want to stream it at. Spotify, Tidal, all those things. But go to iTunes and pay that little $9.99, man. Pay that $10 and purchase the album and leave a review, leave a message, leave a comment. Tell them how fire it is, man. So it's an algorithm just like everything else, just like YouTube, just like Facebook. It's an algorithm. And these albums that get the most attention, most comments, most ratings, then it kind of pushes it to the forefront. Once it gets pushed to the forefront, then you have other people who were clicking on it who wasn't there for that album. Like all of our truth people are there for the album, but we boost it up high enough, then you have other people who's clicking on it, and now they getting the message. And now the next thing you know, you got another commandment keeper, you know what I'm saying, in the fold, man. And we closer to getting home. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Hey, listen, man, we want to say Shabbat Shalom. Man, for everyone keeping the Friday, Saturday, Sabbath, man, we want to say all praises to the Most High. We want to say Kwam Yasharala. Man, this is the house of Mono. You got Monolog Magud, the wife of Mono, Mrs. Mono, man. And we just want to thank y'all. We want to let y'all know that we love y'all. We are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. It's time for us to take this serious. We see the prophecies coming to pass. We're winding up. It's time to live like there's no tomorrow. Let's keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Let's keep the faith in Hamashiach, and let's spread this truth. Let's go out here and be a light on our jobs, at our schools, when we at the grocery store, man. Let's go out here and be a light, man, so we can hurry up and get out of here and go home. All praise to the Most High. We love y'all, man. And it's Kwame Yasharala, man.
Oh, that's it? That's it? I don't get to say goodbye or nothing? So, I'll see y'all next week, I guess. I will see y'all next Thursday. I will be back at my regularly scheduled time with Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass, and I will keep you up to date on when me and my husband will be back on together.
Friday night.
Okay, Friday night. We'll be back.
I'm going to start going
Friday
live,
night.
too, sometimes, like.
Please.
Through the week, I'm gonna be
Y'all
doing Bible studies.
pressure this man. Pressure this man to get on live more, do more Bible study, do more teaching. Please DM him, post on his wall, all that stuff. Pastor Mono needs our encouragement, you guys. Help me, help him, help us, help y'all. If you are not already following me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, you can do so at Miss Mono's World. I also have a YouTube channel. You can go ahead and subscribe there. If you're not subscribed to the Monolog Magad channel, though, please subscribe to that channel, as that's the one that we're trying to get up so we can start monetizing over here at the House of Mono. So please follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. We love you. We'll see you later. Shabbat shalom and good night.
Full time. Doing gang things.
Sheesh.
Living super clean.